safe!
Fortress is taken. It is over.
Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written.
You're my only hope.
We shall fight on the beaches.
There will be days when we lose faith.
We band of brothers.
But take heart. Look around you. You're not in this fight alone.
I bid you stand! Stand of the West!
Okay, everybody.
What is up, everyone?
Hopefully the rest will be flooding in the next couple of minutes.
Yes, sir.
Leslie, John has not decided to give up. He is just super busy next week, so he can't go tonight. So
He's going out to dinner tonight, having a good old time with his family. So
we are
Hold
hanging
on.
here. Everyone else, go ahead. A bunch of y'all have the link. Feel free to jump in.
yes, please.
Whew, it has been a rather crazy last 35 minutes for me.
Oh yeah, how's that? What happened?
One second. What's up, Ronnie? Clifton, nice to see you stop by. Dog, come on, buddy. Wait on you. Rogue, what's up? I think you have the link as well. I think I asked Star Wars Dog to drop it in the group if you're free. Feel free to come on by.
Yeah, Bobby, come on.
Yeah, I know, Leslie. I'm sorry, I was late.
Hey, as always.
Oh, Dog is going camping.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Way to not tell us, Dog. Jeez.
Man.
Okay, let's fix up this background. Not really in a.
Is that from Ahsoka? That's the Ahsoka shot, isn't it?
At the moment. Wow, I don't have great. Let's go court.
There we go. That's the Ahsoka
Something
shot.
I won't be doing. Whew. Okay, let's see these.
So I just spent the last
There we
couple
go with
hours. Somebody mentioned.
What's up,
Hey!
Bobby?
What's going on?
What's up, man?
Not much. Let's take
I was
that
watching Friday Night Tights, and somebody mentioned how the last 45. I think it was Jeremy mentioned how the last 45 minutes of Rogue One is just so good, and I had to. I slapped Rogue One on just the last 45.
Yeah.
Dude, Rogue One is a great movie, and
I love
Yeah,
it.
one
damn
of
good
the-
movie.
what's up, Donna? The link is in the Facebook group if you want to hop on. The issue that I have with a bunch of the new stuff with I've said it a bunch of times that Star Wars without lightsabers and pew pews is just what pre the original series of Star Trek is to me. But there's something about Rogue One with it being, as far as I know, the first like non-lightsaber thing. It just works.
Yeah.
Well, I think it fits perfectly. I know a lot of people, not a lot, but there's a small amount of the fandom that likes to say that, oh, it creates plot holes here and there. I don't think it does.
Does it? I don't think it does either.
I don't think it does. I think it adds to the gravity.
The only thing that it really kind of could annoy you about is the fact that it makes the beginning of A New Hope kind of like, oh, this wasn't just the rebellion didn't mess up here. Like until Rogue One, I'd always just kind of assumed that the rebellion had messed up, and that's how the Empire
I
found.
actually never thought that. I always thought it was the ISB just being on top of it. Because the ISB is like,
What's up, Special Ray?
Special Ray.
Special Ray. So yeah, I just kind of assumed that the ISB just had an agent that was trailing Leia the whole time because Vader already knew when he got on She tried to tell him this is a concert. Oh yeah, and Vader's like,
Ooh,
BS.
okay. Clifton, I can tell you a lot of things I liked about Rogue One. I really enjoyed the.
Oh, I love that movie, man. That's in my top Star Wars
Well,
movies.
so this thing, one of the things that's so great about Empire Strikes Back is that the good guys lose,
Mhm.
and it's one of the first times, at least that I can really think of, that the good guys lose in a movie. Rogue One is similar. Everyone dies. That obviously, they win because
they accomplished their mission, but at a great cost.
they all die.
So that's a great one because they both lose in Rogue One.
But
the Empire loses just as much as the Rebels lose in that movie, and that's why I liked it a lot. It really shows the fact that
it's also got some really great space battles. I mean, it's
that's
it's
why
kind
I watched
of
it today, man, and it has
it's kind of upper atmosphere.
Yeah,
but it's still
Star
a
Wars
battle in space
that Disney has made. Like
no, Clifton, I could drop out a lot. I could remove the entire hallway scene and still really enjoy.
Yeah.
Same here.
Rogue One.
Dude,
here.
Okay, the
Hang
best
on, guys. Now I don't have the
scene.
clip, so we're all gonna have to sing it.
So the best scene that Disney
Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna.
in my opinion, though, Caleb, the best scene that Disney Star Wars has made is "I'm One with the Force and the Force is with me," and he's just walking towards the.
No, wait, no, I need it.
Man, like that whole last battle is the best battle that Disney Star Wars has made. It has the best character development for the characters because when each one of them dies, because it's K2 and then Bodhi and then
Clifton. It's the best Disney Star Wars. Now, do I think George would have had a better ideas of how
absolutely
do it? Probably, but I don't think it's a movie that's very far off of any sort of like George vision or anything like that.
I think Gareth Edwards and Tony Gilroy proved themselves, and that's why when I watch Andor, I think Andor's still the best. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, bricks and
so this is the problem. The problem with Andor is there's no reason to watch Andor.
Unless you're a Rogue One fan as big as I am.
No, even as a Rogue One fan, because you already know what happens to him.
Doesn't matter. I like the character.
Yeah. So it's kind of like
but I still read Vader comics that take place before it. I know what happens in Revenge of the Sith, but I still watched all of Clone Wars. So that argument's kind of invalid there.
Whoa, where'd you go, Donna? No, I still disagree with that because the purpose of Clone Wars was to shore up the inconsistencies that people had with the prequels. So it still accomplishes the goal.
But the purpose of Andor is that I never thought there were many inconsistencies with the prequels, in my opinion. But watching Andor, I know the main thing that they wanted was a spy thriller in Star Wars. And they took a character that they already had. And that's a character that I really liked.
If I'm being honest, Donna.
What?
You keep dropping out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I loved Andor I loved Cassian as a character in Rogue One. So when you told me they were making a show about him that was going to be a spy thriller that took place before it, leading up to Rogue One, I thought that was perfect.
It's interesting to see how he became,
yes,
who he was, this intelligence captain in the rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
And
if
this intelligence
I wanted to
operative.
watch a spy movie in Star Wars, I think I'd rather the character be an ISB agent.
That would be interesting.
Well, we're kind of getting that.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, but I like Deidre as a character, and
especially with those white coats.
Yeah, I think. I think Deidre and
we still got to find out what happened to his sister.
Well, Clifton, I think so I haven't watched it, but my understanding is that it's.
What have you not watched? Andor?
Andor.
You haven't watched Andor. Caleb, that's literally what you would like.
No, again, Star Wars without lightsabers and pew-pews is not Star Wars. It's Star Trek.
It has a ton of pew-pews, bro. And I'm telling you, as somebody who knows you and knows the the level of writing that you
Now,
enjoy.
see, this is the problem because this
But
guy
like-
spent like 4 hours in the last.
See, I
couple
like
days
that it
telling
was
me to watch
ordinary
anime.
people,
Exactly.
not Jedi, in this
Clifton, do not worry about
overall
trolling.
story, because
Yep.
there's thousands of stories like that throughout the galaxy of
Right.
ordinary people trying to fight the Empire.
And to your point, Bobby, you remember you watched the whole thing, right?
Oh God, yeah.
So
Several times.
remember that final scene? Like not the final scene, but the final sequence in the town when with Marva's
Definitely not a fad, Roddy.
like Marva's speech was awesome.
Oh
And
my
then
God, yeah.
the way that the people were just like
You talk about a motivating
the
speech.
Empire, and they just all started. It's like yes,
Yep.
that's awesome. That's like the people themselves, the workers, the random dude who's a cook, like everybody's
Yep.
standing up against the Empire. Like hell yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's
It
what
was
the
giving
rebellion.
ordinary people
I
the
don't know.
motivation to do what they
It
needed
kind
to
of feels
do.
like
You missed
having,
one of his best performances, man.
AK-74 blasters is the same thing as having a Chevy Tahoe and a 1996.
Well,
Chevy
they
Tahoe
were
in Halo.
the AKs were slightly modified. Trust me, I'm a gun
Yes.
guy. I build guns. They were
Oh, I know you do.
They were slightly modified, but yeah, I think they could have dressed them up a little more
They
because
should have dressed them up more, but
when you
Aren't
see
they,
them
aren't
real
they
quick,
painted the same way too?
What's
every
that?
single gun,
Aren't they painted the same way?
not entirely.
a little
Some
bit.
of them are, some
There's
of them aren't.
differences. They made some modifications to the receiver,
Yeah.
but like what gets me, if you look at Star Wars, like the was it the E11, this basic stormtrooper blaster?
Yes, sir.
Underneath the stock folds.
Yeah.
And then in future versions, like in the sequel trilogy, they were adding an extra stock to it when there's already a stock. The folding stock goes completely fold underneath the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And just an extended version, they were mounting another butt stock on it.
Well, that's because they're idiots.
Exactly.
They're idiots, but I mean,
Yeah.
But we got a couple people in here now. How was
Hello.
everyone's week?
Oh,
Let's go around the horn. Bobby, how was your week?
busy. Was it yesterday? I loaded up 6 tractor trailers of servers going out in 4 hours.
Oh, do you know where they were going?
Yes, I do.
Are you allowed to tell us?
Or
Or were they staying in this country?
it was all domestic shipments, but
Okay.
one was
So
going
not-
to the West Coast. No, actually 2 to the West Coast for shipment overseas.
Okay. So we shouldn't be worried yet. Okay.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks. Let me know when I need to start having some boating accidents.
Oh, I get seasick. I don't boat. I own what I own. I'm not giving it up, and I got plenty of it.
Yeah, no, it would be terrible, when you lose everything in a boating accident. I'd hate to have to report about having to
This is
lose
true,
everything.
and fires happen too. So
Yeah. Donna, how was your week?
Oh man, it's been entertaining and very, very busy. I had a temper tantrum on both of my classes yesterday.
Ooh, tell us about that.
No, on I think it was Wednesday, I sat down to do all the grading that they turned in Monday.
None of them did it.
And I sat down and I had multiple students copying and pasting off of one student.
Oof.
So
Jesus.
I had to have
How dumb do you have to be?
I was gonna say that's just stupid. Like,
Wait, can you tell us what
Okay,
so it was an
word.
essay?
Word.
So what was the essay topic?
Essay topic was what is it?
and you teach what class again, Donna?
It was chapter 3. It was chapter 3 of my textbook.
So what's that?
They're just talking about software. And,
Okay.
and I had told them that I was like, I skim them. I'm really more worried about what you're using the tools in Word that I ask you to use, and they just copied and pasted, not as far as each other, but like right out of the book. They're supposed to be software, and they just copied and pasted. And
That's
I was
ridiculous.
like, and so I had a come to Jesus meeting with them yesterday, both classes. One class it didn't happen, but I still took um dishonesty is dishonesty.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
then as students, he's a little bit older than me. He's 57, and he had a roommate that was um is a veteran. He's a veteran, and they had met in at the VA. And anyway, my students, oh, it was so sad. His roommate killed himself while on the phone with my student. His roommate was talking to him as he was killing himself, and that's just heartbreaking.
Oh my
Heartbreaking.
God, Donna.
Yeah, I had been reaching out to my student because he's one of those that he's really computer illiterate. And so he's always asking questions, and I told him, "Oh, wait until Monday because we're going to get into that subject, in Word. We were doing referencing." And he didn't show up. And so I reached out on Blackboard, and he never contacted me back. And then yesterday when I got back from school, I texted him, got his phone number, and then I texted him, and he said that thanks for worrying about me and stuff. He says, I'll tell you about it next week. And then this morning I went to the VA for a doctor's appointment, and I ran into him, and he told me what happened. I just was like, wow, how horrible. It just, sorry for being a downer, but
No, look,
it's
this
important to talk about that. With
this is not just laugh and make fun of bad Star Wars. It's to decompress, and
exactly,
yeah,
bad stuff happens during everyone's week, and a lot of us have friends and stuff like that, and family we can talk to, but sometimes they just don't get it.
Yeah, it's really sad. Um, um, uh, Me and Rogue are kind of putting something together. Tell them about that.
Oh, I'm getting some stickers printed up. I'm going to be selling some. I'm sending half of them to Donna so she can take them to a Veterans Day event. And other stickers I have on hand.
Awesome.
Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it.
I think your filter might be messing.
Okay, yeah, but it's just plain white text on a black background. It says "Veterans Before Illegals."
Yeah, well, I mean that's a pretty good argument right there.
Well, you got that thing that's in the news with the
New York,
that 95-year-old Korean War vet being kicked out of his nursing home because they're making room for illegals in it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Talk about some bullshit. That pisses me off to the fucking highest levels of pistivity.
Me too.
Yes.
I'm from a military family, and it.
So what I did today.
Disgusting. It's disgusting. Is what it is.
Yeah.
What I did today was I got with the local mission, they have this one house. It's called the Veterans House.
Yep.
And um, they're always looking for donations. So I got their EIN number so I can, and wrote a letter so that I can raise money in their name.
Yeah, it's like the last sticker sale I had. I just wrote a check actually for $500 to Operation Stand Down Rhode Island, and it's a nonprofit. They work off all federal grants, and they have a food pantry. They help veterans find housing and employment. They have seminars, like on resume building and things like that. A couple of guys I deployed with work for them. And I'm going to probably be donating another portion of the sticker sales to them again, because they helped me find the job I have now.
Okay.
Donnie, you keep disappearing.
I'm sorry. I'm on my phone because I don't have I don't remember my password to get into on my computer for my Facebook.
Yeah. When I get the stickers in, I'll put a thing up on my YouTube page and probably in the group chat, where I'll give you like my address and email, and if anyone's interested in purchasing a sticker,
I would love to.
Donna, do you want me to email you the link so you can go in through your email instead of Facebook?
I will hate the creator. I got tickets to see it tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
Was that a yes to
Bobby,
me?
is there some way I can contact you?
Okay, will you pop your email in the private chat?
Bro,
Yeah.
I'll put my email in the private chat here.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing about the creator is that it's still visually stunning, which is still a step up from a lot of the.
I just threw my email in the private chat.
Perfect. Thank you, brother. I'm very passionate about that. I would love to help with that as much as I can.
I'm probably going to have T-shirts made up too with that slogan, "Veterans Before Illegals." A friend I went to high school with owns a local print shop, and he makes signs and shirts and does vinyl wraps on vehicles. So he's going to give me like a big time discount to have shirts printed up.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Donna.
I'll send you an email later. So
second.
All
right. Yeah. Email me and we'll talk, dude.
All right. I just sent it to you, Donna.
Okay.
And Daimyo,
are you wearing a kimono?
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude. Nice.
No, it's just a Hawaiian shirt.
Are you?
Oh, okay. I was going to say, man. Dude's going native here and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go off. I'll see you on the other side. I'm going to use the loo real quick.
All right.
The loo? Are we in England?
Well, I lived there for a while. I can say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
See you in a bit.
What's going on?
Isn't kimono like exclusively for women?
No.
No, see, I didn't like when this.
I thought they had two different names.
I didn't see the collar, so I was like,
no, kimono. It's both genders. It's just the
it's just another fancy word for robe.
Yeah. So I thought there was a female word and a male word. Okay. But yeah. So with the creator, yeah, I'm hearing that there's issues, but I mean, it's kind of like
every film has issues.
Yeah, let's take Solo for example, since everyone seems to be obsessed with Star Wars for some reason. You've got a really annoying storyline in the L3 stuff. If you can get past that,
single?
No. I said a single annoying storyline in the L3.
I thought you said
So if you can get past L3's crap, it's a halfway decent movie.
Yeah, I mean, Solo had its moments. I mean, I liked it. I didn't, I wasn't wowed by it, but I enjoyed seeing it.
So I think from what I'm hearing, the issues are going to come from exactly how obvious this director's views or writer's views of America are, whether or not it's clearly America and not like, because remember when Hunger Games came out
I don't
and
like
there were a
a
lot of
buddy of
people.
mine. A buddy of mine kind of said it because he was off today and he saw it. He kind of said the same thing, but he didn't necessarily say America. It was
Me
more
too,
like
Tarkin.
big government.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna need to be something like.
I'm culturally
Hold
appropriate.
up. Rolo just left
To
go
put on a
put
kimono.
fucking kimono on.
I'm culturally, and also my Welcome to the Rebellion shirt.
You know
Oh,
what? You know
jeez.
what?
Dude, Shill Nation out here.
I don't need a shill in my chat.
Yeah, seriously, you're a big enough shill as it is.
Oh my gosh.
We don't need two of them.
So
Hey, don't make me last.
I think
Oh,
it's going to
shut
need
up,
to be
Caleb.
something like Hunger Games was, where there were a lot of people that said, "Well, this is clearly."
Hold on, got to take a phone
America.
call real quick.
Gotcha, Bobby.
There were a lot of people that said that Pan Am is clearly America, and that it's supposed to be some speech against American corporatism and the military-industrial complex. Just a bunch of BS. What's up, Donna? She's back.
Donna.
I'm back.
So I
Wait,
think
can you guys catch me up to speed? So obviously you're talking about the creator.
Yeah.
Was there some pandering to a certain agenda that was happening?
So my understanding is that there are talking points that
I had
make
a
it seem
feeling.
like it's very
I wouldn't be complete anti-America.
Yeah.
Don't know.
But look, this is the deal. If it's did anyone ever see the Tomorrowland?
No, that movie looked like it was going to be terrible, and I heard it was.
So
I
Tomorrowland
don't
came
know.
out when I was a junior in college.
Look this up.
Actually, no, I might have been a sophomore. So that would have been like 2014, 2015. And
Oh shit!
when it came out, I went to see it because I like George Clooney. George Clooney's a good actor. I'm sure Donna
Yeah, that
loves
movie
George
just
Clooney.
looks bad, man.
I don't think it looked bad at all. But I also have only seen it one time.
I refuse to watch anything that has Clooney in it.
Really?
Now, why is that?
Because I'm huge, even though I'm not, I don't collect guns like a lot of people do. It was 20 years ago when he got on his high horse and told Charlton Heston that he is
I
has
vaguely
blood on his
remember that.
hands and berated him publicly. And ever
Yep.
since then, I'm like, I will not watch.
And look at the irony. That's why I just to touch on your point, I hate when actors jump on these political high horses.
Yes,
I mean, it's like the Baldwin case.
I hate that.
Who quite literally
They need
now
to-
has blood on his hands, and it's just so ironic. But
He called Charlton Heston, Moses himself,
And God.
murderer.
Charlton Heston voiced God in Ten Commandments as well.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's
one of my favorite movies, The Ten Commandments.
Yeah,
They don't
I go to
make
bed.
movies
Really?
like that
So
anymore.
That's a great movie too.
Yeah, I have the
Nefertiti
Blu-ray.
is so great in it.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like it's a really well done movie. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's one of the first
good.
movies where they used reverse filming in it.
And I really enjoyed Ben-Hur. That's another one that is
Yeah.
just
something different.
fantastic.
So, back to the Tomorrowland thing. I went to watch that movie, and this is prior to 2016, so I was still like eating, breathing, and drinking politics. And I walked out of the theater and was just listing off all of this was clearly about this was clearly about this was clearly about this. And a buddy of mine that was kind of the same way, but he just didn't like he could compartmentalize. He looked at me and said, dude, I didn't see that at all. And so I think I'm wondering if this is one of those examples of if you can just, turn your brain off a little bit. You don't have to shut it off like some people do for stuff. But if you can just kind of go, this is a movie. This
I
is
think
not
I did see that, Leslie, a long
a
time ago.
politician telling me that I'm a bad person and then go watch the movie. I think it might be one of those cases where you can see it, but you can kind of get over it.
The problem I have with that ideology of what you just said is that that's almost the argument the whole left agenda uses to insert their own stuff into our IPs like they're doing currently.
Ugh.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So
everywhere.
even if you're correct, Caleb, and the movie doesn't do it in some I had a kind of feeling based off of the trailer that there's going to be some form of theme about discrimination against like the AI and whatnot. And so to a certain degree, I can understand, like, yeah, you can kind of look past it. But at this point, looking past it, it kind of like it's in, like what Bobby just said, is in everything. So looking past it in one area kind of just shows that it's okay to do it in a bigger volume with the rest of what I mean. And that's why I really don't. So I'm not sure. Is this movie PG-13? Is it R?
Yeah, PG-13, I believe.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm really against the idea that the culture war doesn't matter or that it's blown out of proportion when we have ideology being almost to a brainwashed level being forced down people's, not people's, our youth's brains.
Yeah.
What is the name of the movie?
The Creator.
The
Creator.
So where I was going with that, though, is that it's this. I can't agree that it might be excusable for this one case, but it's kind of a bigger picture thing. And if all of our media is trying to influence our youth, what does that do to the country in 30 years? And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think the culture war, in one sense, is like, one of the more important things.
It's in now. It's in advertising,
right?
Television shows, the media.
It's everywhere.
24/7 media. It's like, if you believe in this, you're a bad person, or if you live your life like this, you're a bad person. If you eat this, you're a bad person. It's like it's just constantly, I don't want to call it propaganda, but it is
propaganda.
And Bobby
is
on
your face, like it's 100% propaganda.
Like I'm not racist, but if you look,
here everything after that phrase is racist.
There's no good way to continue that sentence, Bobby.
I'm not saying. But if you look, like everything, like TV shows, white people are responsible for like all the ills in the world.
Indeed.
Look at commercials. You never see like all white families anymore. Not that I'm bitching about it. It's just it's programming.
Right. Because right now, look at how mad everybody is on Twitter. I refuse to call it X. How mad everybody is on Twitter about a McDonald's ad that has a family that's all Japanese.
Yeah, I saw that.
Are freaking out
like,
about it.
Okay, like look at what happened today.
So, which one of you has watched this movie?
I think Special Ray went.
I think Special Ray did.
Special Ray went to see it. Hang on, we need to find this ad.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. It's on one of the big vehicles in one of the ads. It shows U.S. Army on it.
Click on Ray's comment. He says they're called the Americans, literally. So
yeah, it says U.S. Army on one of the vehicles.
Yeah, I mean,
today in the news, okay, Senator Feinstein passed away. She should have retired years ago, but she said years ago that veterans returning from the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan should be preventing from owning weapons because they all have mental issues.
Yeah,
I remember that. That was like 9 years ago, wasn't it?
That was about. I think that was during the Obama administration, and she said years ago that if she would have had her way, Mr. and Mrs. America, turn them all in. She would have sent troops or police door to door to collect weapons.
Guys, is this the ad?
Yes.
Yes, that's the ad.
This is
And
the
people
ad.
were up in arms about it.
And it's literally a Japanese family.
And like they're enjoying a meal together. Great. But people had a problem.
And that's
Ow! It's hurting.
Do you know what the problem is with that?
Am I supposed to be upset about this?
The biggest
not.
problem
You're not.
about that is that it's extremely rare for there to be a ginger person in Japan.
I was going to say, I think the other problem
the
here
biggest
is
I
ginger.
think it's it's just because when I first saw it, I was
hate
like,
gingers.
I was like,
I
very
am.
cool
Shut
animation
the hell up.
style, and I think it's just the color palette that they used.
Exactly.
But
and
like
Japan,
in
you
South
think it's
Park, they
happy
said
stuff.
gingers have no souls, and I guess people got upset about that.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: ginger side is real. Like
Gingers haven't had souls in for
and
20 years.
And
I dated a
I just-
ginger a few
I
years
just want to
back,
say right
and
now,
she turned out to be pretty evil.
the Gray Pilgrim
Easy to do.
is a ginger, and that's why he acts the way he does.
So
Typically.
here's the thing: like in Japan,
Look at his
they're-
chest.
So the
more
main problem I
conservative.
have
Yeah.
is they seem to have like much better food over there than we do. That's my main.
Hell yeah, they do. And,
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
and, like in Japan, they
No,
are
no,
more
Leslie, I'm saying you
conservative
don't have a
than
soul. It's
anywhere
just
else.
South Park said that gingers don't have souls.
Was that South Park that started that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was South Park.
Oh, okay. I thought that
Yeah.
was. It
Of
was
course
that
it was
video that
Cartman,
South Park.
you
But
know.
I mean, it is true. But like in Japan,
Rotten
It's very-
Tomatoes.
way more
Right.
conservative than anybody else.
Oh, yeah, yeah, Donna. What does Rotten Tomatoes say about the creator?
Rotten Tomatoes has the. Hey, I'm ready to go watch it.
Do you want to share it?
Yeah,
I
my
don't
sister
know
and
if
I
I
are going to
can
see
hear
it.
If you go down, there's a present button, like right below all the
It
panel.
should be actually right below you.
Yeah.
On,
so right
no,
below
you
you,
won't- you can't see
next
it.
to next to Leave
Next
Studio.
to settings in between Leave Studio.
Yeah.
It says present.
It's right below the panel.
The dummy off the show. He's being racist. Oh, Jesus. Well,
I
like
know.
two. Over
Special
the
Red,
past.
I like them too. They're more fun.
Oh, no, you can't boot him. He's wearing a cool shirt.
And a kimono.
You know what's funny is that when my sister, so I live in California, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
When my
I'm
sisters,
sorry.
Poor
when my,
soul.
I know when my sisters found out that
Why? Get the
I
fuck out of there. Sorry, Donna.
no,
Yeah.
but when my family found out that I not my whole family, but
There.
for the
There we
most
go.
part, when they found out that I switched to the Republican Party, it was like I was almost outed for a second
Oh,
by a few of my siblings.
yeah.
So 100 plus
Ridiculous.
verified views, 78%. Look, I mean,
What?
Well, no, I'm looking at the tomato side there.
yeah.
The 219 reviews at a 67% with all those. I mean, you got to admit they only give ones that they're getting paid good money.
Oh yeah. Well, we found out about that officially, like what, 2 weeks ago.
I like Metacritic. It's a little, in my opinion.
I only ever look at the audience score. I could give a shit about the critics.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to critics. Like, my friend told me that, he likes science fiction like I do. He has the same tastes I do. He said, I'm going to love it. So I'm going to go see it.
People that loves Prometheus. I know a lot of people hate that movie. I love it. I love Prometheus. And I'm totally
Prometheus
fine with saying that.
wasn't bad. I think it could have been better, but I enjoyed it.
Well, it wasn't confirmed. A lot of people forget this. It wasn't confirmed that it was attached to the Alien franchise until after it came out.
Yeah.
So it's a movie on its own until the very end. The last cutscene is when you finally find out it's attached to Alien. There's a lot of little hints, but it's not confirmed.
It stands on its own.
Exactly. Yeah. And I love Prometheus as a movie on its own. I don't need it to be attached to Alien. If you don't watch the final 30 seconds of it, then it's not attached to Alien at all.
Yo, Caleb, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, I also love.
I'm actually looking at it right now.
Which is like an indie English horror movie about hikers in Sweden. I love The Ritual. But is it that good? No, it's not Citizen Kane, but I love that movie.
So what's really funny about this is technically the critic score is a 6.3, which is lower than a 6.6.
Oh, on Metacritic?
Yeah. Yet a 6.6 is yellow while a 6.3 is green.
Well, so click on the. There's a way to access the actual user scores and read through them. Oh wait, are you there already?
Oh shit! Roman just brought up a good point in chat. I forgot about that.
They actually deleted your review?
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah, they did that a lot.
Metacritic does?
No. And
before I met you, Bobby.
When Rings of Power came out, they paused reviews for 3 days.
And Roman screenshot, he gave a fair review. A very fair
then they
review
would either unlist or delete bad reviews. Oh,
damn.
Obviously, we don't want to read.
Yeah, but usually when the critic score is low, I'll end up liking it.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's the BBC.
If you look at some of the Star Wars movies that we all love, like some of the ones we really like, or some of the seasons of Clone Wars that a lot of people love, have really bad critic scores, but have great audience.
I'm going to stop sharing.
Well, I tell you, one of the things that I'm most excited about with this movie, and I don't know if I'm gonna actually have to just go to pictures.
I mean, you tell me Rogue One. What did that say about the best sci-fi in the last decade? No, that's Dune.
No, that it was a new sci-fi adventure.
Oh, I was gonna say because Dune is probably the best one that we've got in the last 10 years.
Well, like I'm just glad that it's a new original sci-fi story.
This new ship thing, I don't know. I obviously I don't know what it is because,
looks like Thanos' ship.
Yeah, but I like this blue coming off.
Platform.
It just
It looks like Scarif. I just watched that movie today.
There's a lot of really cool stuff that this movie seems to have that I think makes it worth watching.
I just gotta say that the best real
interesting. What do you think about that pistol, Bobby?
Yeah, let me see. I know that it looks like they're using laser weapons, but that's like a totally open front. So I wonder if it's like almost like a handheld rail gun using
that's what I'm
magnetic
thinking. Some
acceleration.
sort of like railgun slingshot type thing.
So exactly. This movie gives me District 8 vibes. Like, but
do you mean District 9?
Boy movie.
District 9, yeah. But Caleb,
Donna, what'd you say?
Real fast.
Yeah.
Real
That's the
fast.
thing too. I want to see about this movie, like what they have for weapons designs, because that's my thing.
So I want to touch on something that Caleb just said.
Well, hang on. Here's
It
one.
looks really new. I actually think that Dune's ship
Bobby
and technology and
what do we
things
got?
like that,
That's an AK
look
platform.
way more new.
Heavily modified front end.
Well,
Still
you got to
got
remember what
the 30-round magazine, but it looks, I don't know if it's because of the quality of the picture, but it looks pretty solid. So it's probably just all rubber or resin, but it's modified to probably, and he's got spare rounds on his H harness here. So, who knows?
Well, you remember what Yuri Orlov said? Of all the weapons in the vast Soviet arsenal, nothing was more profitable than Kalashnikov model of 1947.
Yep. Designed by a Russian tank sergeant.
Yep.
Caleb.
Yes, sir.
I own an AK, and that thing runs like a sewing machine.
You can bury that thing in dirt for 40 years, and it'll still fire.
Oh, yeah. We found, when I was in Iraq, we were finding AKs manufactured of Chinese, Egyptian, Jordanian, Romanian manufacturer. Yeah. And we found one. Actually, we found a stash of them buried. They weren't even wrapped up. And I'm getting a delay in my camera here.
Dude.
hold on a sec. All right, and we found a stash of them, and they were all just buried like in a backyard. And I was like, I showed my guys. I was like, you want to see how reliable this thing is? I didn't even like clear it. I put a mag in it, racked around, blew off a magazine, and it just blew up. It went through all 30 rounds like it was nothing.
Damn.
Yep.
I love it.
When I went through basic, and here is how old I am, in 1983, a lot of my drill sergeants were Vietnam vets, and they said that about the AK, they found them sunk in mud, everything. All they did was like rack the bolt, fire them off. They still work because the tolerances on them are so loose. They can take so much crap in them, and they'll still work.
Well, you should. I know. I'm sure you and Donna have, but you know, the pictures of some of the AKs that people have found in Iraq and Afghanistan. I mean, is
you
crazy.
know what? I have them saved on a disc. I'll have to put them in here, but I have pictures of some of the weapons that we found, gold-plated AKs that were given to members of the Ba'ath Party that we arrested. And we found one. It was a gold-plated Dragunov sniper rifle.
Oh,
yeah, that we confiscated.
I'm talking about the ones that are like still being held together by string and
like, and
Scotch tape.
What was funny is
like the stormtroopers in Ahsoka.
Yeah, a lot of the AKs that we found, like that we took off dead insurgents and stuff, they were beat to shit, some rusted, a lot of corrosion, but they still worked. What they were doing was they would take a shoelace and tie knots in the end of it, dip it in motor oil, and just run it through the barrel to clean the bore.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and those things they just worked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, even though I had enough of them shot at me, I ended up buying one when I got home.
So, Rollo, I know you had a couple of job interviews this week. How'd they go?
You asked me?
Your name's Rollo, right?
I didn't hear you for a second, but yeah, they went really, really well.
Yeah, I hear you, dog. I
Yeah.
tried to keep mine as dust free as I could, but I had a full size M16A2.
Hoping for some good stuff out of it. Really good looking opportunities at both. One's corporate, one's mom and pop, but honestly I'd rather work at the mom and pop because I'll learn more there. And I get a lot. For anybody that doesn't know, I go to school for environmental science and stuff like that, and I can tell you that Greta Thunberg is an idiot.
Oh God!
You don't need to tell us that. We already know that, dude.
Yeah, I'm just saying, for those who believe it and they're like, "Oh, well, all environmentalists are this bullshit." I'm not that way because I've actually done the science and I've learned since I was in Boy Scouts, and I've known ever since then. And I went to school. I did AP environmental throughout high school and other things, and now I take that in college. So,
holy shit!
Right away, a lot of that stuff is not true when they tell you that the Amazon's the lungs of the planet. Do we have to protect it? Yeah, we probably should. But is it the lungs of the planet? No, the ocean is. So I'm actually might be hired as a exotic fish associate at this distributor, and I'll be actually working with sharks and angler fish, piranhas, like any type of exotic fish you can possibly get, moray eels, saltwater and freshwater. So yeah, I'm hoping I get that one. That's a mom and pop distributor, and that's a lot better for me. I'll learn a lot more there than I would being at a corporate store and doing stocking shelves or running a cash register some days, as opposed to actually working with the animals and telling people how to properly take care of their pets when they get them correctly. And that'll be a good thing to get me through the rest of my college. So hoping I get that job. Yeah.
Bobby, why are you telling us that Greta just turned 18?
Because somebody in the Pilgrim in the chat just said, isn't Greta like 12?
Oh, okay.
And I think when she was, over here doing her speeches and all
Thanks,
that, she was like 16.
I just want to make sure that.
Yeah, no. It's
See, I entirely
Greta needs to be run through a wood chipper.
Dude, I hate the fact that all of these people, even her, like she's not even like prestiged, but like some of these prestiged people will genuinely tell you things about the environment that are blatantly false.
So, Rollo, we actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
It comes from the Great Pilgrim. He would like to know if you will be working with snakeheads.
Perfect.
I'll be killing snakeheads when I catch one. Dude, I had my
Dog would like to know what your title will be again.
Well, it'll be exotic fish associate basically, but like that's like only for them. But technically, I'll be working with all the stuff in the back and the exotic reptiles and things like that. I have reptiles, amphibians. I fostered a snake for a long time.
Snakes are the worst thing on the planet.
Nah, not my little snaky. He was
I hate snakes.
Bro, he was like big.
Vile. They should be wiped out. They do nothing to help mankind.
That's not
Anything
true.
without
That's
fur
absolutely
needs to
untrue
go
because
in.
they will get rid of any mice and
I'll
pests.
shoot the mice.
They get rid of pests.
The issue is relocation.
Ammo. They're saving you ammo.
Rollo, I did want to touch on something.
I will pay $10 a round to never see a snake in my life again.
the Amazon thing that you brought up.
Ooh,
yeah, like you're correct.
Time.
Not really debate. Just wanted to touch on it. That like, yeah, the ocean probably more vital to, like for our.
No, it is
overall, but the issue
75% of our
okay, but the issue with the Amazon is that it's our last like major jungle, and
yeah, of course.
And it holds like we're still finding new species, but the problem is that there's like gold mining and fracking going on down there, and they're like wiping out millions of acres, hundreds of millions of acres.
The bigger problem to that, Daimyo, is not the Amazon, because while the Amazon creates a lot of oxygen, none of that oxygen ever leaves the Amazon basin, and a lot of people don't know this. So the Sahara Desert, quick little side on.
Was it jungle?
Does anybody want to listen to this?
No. So the Sahara Desert, you asked the question.
I'm kidding, Rollo.
You're talking to a scientist. So the Sahara Desert was at one point an ocean, and every single grain of sand in that Sahara Desert is actually diatoms, and diatoms are these little, the size of a grain of sand, these little creatures that live in all water on the planet. And so when they die, they fossilize naturally, and their fossilization happens. So when we get a massive sandstorm in Africa, it actually blows. You can see it from space. Astronauts have recorded it. You can see it. The winds will carry it over to the Amazon basin, which is why the Amazon basin is so fertile, because they're getting fertilized by these diatoms. So the Earth actually has a cycle like that. And the thing is, there's so much life within the Amazon basin that none of that oxygen ever leaves. So we're not getting any of the oxygen from the Amazon. I'm not saying
I hear you.
Important. It is extremely important because we need to learn more about our Earth and things like that. But we're not getting oxygen from there. The real problem is the pollution of the oceans, because they create 75% of the oxygen on the planet.
Maybe we shouldn't be. Maybe we shouldn't be, dumping all of our city waste into the oceans.
Exactly. If you look,
if you want to complain about what's happening in the ocean, you can talk to China, Japan, and the rest of the Asian area.
So it actually looks like the Aurora Borealis, but in the water. You can see it from space. It looks like this big teal band that goes through the Atlantic and goes through the Pacific, and that's actually these diatoms coming up. And when they breed every year, they create, I don't know the exact what term to use, but tons of oxygen for the planet.
How much are you charging for these science classes?
Nothing. I want people to know.
I'm just fucking with you.
Because people are just believing that whatever Greta Thunberg says is true, and she knows nothing.
I know.
That's how we
I was
got
going to say,
here.
too bad you're not up here in Rhode Island, because I work at Newport Naval, and they're looking for environmental specialists right now.
Yeah, I just talked to the Navy the other day about that, actually.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I have an environmentalist degree.
Bro,
I'm working on my degree.
I think you would love spending a lot of your time in a submarine with a bunch of men.
I think I would love spending a lot of my time on a boat
with a lot
bunch
of men
and some women going to Okinawa. That'd be fun. But no, like I
yeah, you can go watch the whale boats.
Speaking of men,
Ray Stevenson.
Yes,
I'm off of him now. I got so mad at him the other day.
Ray Stevenson?
You're done.
This whole thing, I mean, go away, and then they.
Yeah, we still don't know what his plan is.
That character decision. That was so
we got one episode left.
You know the season's going to end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, this is a disaster.
It's going to end on a cliffhanger, and we're going to be like, "There's so many threads they need to tie up."
Though I will tell you, and I was surprised when this happened. When the credits started on Tuesday, I was talking to Star Wars Dog while we were watching it together, and I said, well, "I want more." What? That it?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't necessarily this is amazing. Give me more, but it was more like
the episodes are way too short.
I need some more stuff here.
They need to be at least an hour and 15 minutes tops. See, this like 35, 45-minute crap, that shit's gonna go.
So we already know that they figured out the make it an event, make it within a reasonable hour on a reasonable day. I still think they should move it to Sunday and try to copy what HBO does. But maybe
HBO kind of
owns a weird night.
But maybe their next big change, because this was a big change, will be to make it more of a uniform time.
All right, Caleb. So I was talking about this in Daimyo's Discord the other day.
Clifton.
The fact that Ezra should be like
And of those 45 minutes, 30 minutes is staring and crossing their arms.
Okay, so I have
it's not 30, it's 29.
If Ahsoka's the one crossing her arms, I have no problem with it because she has done that almost every single episode of Clone Wars.
Except for the fact that it works better in animation than
the animation.
Of course it does. All of this is working better.
Real quick while I set this up.
I think this whole thing, this whole show, if it was animation, everybody would be like, okay, here you go.
Yep.
But
because it would be better. Hang on, let me.
But there is just something about it live action that is just.
It doesn't work.
So, my quick aside on that is, it's just like, if like with Ezra's fight.
Are you cold, Daimyo?
Yeah, I did get cold.
Oh, jeez.
Ezra's.
You look like every white girl in the South.
Fuck you.
You all have mustaches down there?
Are you heading off to the concert?
But
yeah.
Ezra's point, like the way that he fights, it should have absolutely been more like Terrace Kasi, like a Bruce Lee type.
Well, that got me. Yeah, he goes, the Force is my ally. Then he ends up picking up a blaster.
But then not even that. He's so slow. Like it should be looking like an anime fight with that because Terrace Kasi, that's how it is. You're like you'll throw one punch and it's like that. You have the money.
Yeah, the fight coordination in this series is kind of lacking.
Rollo, we spoke about this in Discord.
Yeah, kill Link.
Did chainmail make sense?
What?
I'm kidding with you. I said
I actually didn't hear. I was looking at chat.
I said chainmail makes sense.
Oh yeah. No, but like Well, I started arguing with you because you were like, I'm here for it. Like, force, the whole force, the idea. Like,
yeah, but they're not doing it right.
But, dude, yeah. Like, Rogue One pulled it off better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, that brings me back to the point that Rogue One is the best thing that Disney's made.
Yeah. Hey, Caleb, can you highlight Leslie's comment there?
The Skeleton Crew is supposed to.
Yeah, isn't it supposed to
after the Ahsoka show?
Isn't it supposed to take place like in the Outer Rim or something like
the
that?
Unknown Regions. Isn't it?
Yeah, in the Unknown Regions, I think.
Yeah, because they're trying to bring us into these like extra magic areas and ruin the Force even more.
Oh God, I hope not.
Well, so
does that mean
Bobby?
You
What's
might,
that?
Donna, you could get a little bit of male appendage from Jude Law.
Well, Jude Law is cute and all. He's the only Dumbledore left now.
I love Jude
He
Law.
is. You know what? You know what? On that note, let's all take a minute. We lost an incredible actor this season.
Oh my gosh.
Diane Feinstein was. I'm sorry. Michael Gambon.
Oh, that bitch can rot in hell.
Michael Gambon was not only an incredible actor, he was an incredible person.
He was
There's so much stuff that he did behind the scenes of things.
Yes, sir.
And not only that, but he's an incredible driver. They didn't name the last corner of the Top Gear track Gambon for no reason.
And it's Sir.
It is.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it
he is
because
knight,
he
isn't he?
is a
he's a knight.
commander of the British Empire.
Yeah.
But let's all. I'm sure everyone's got a drink somewhere. Let's all take a moment and toast the great Dumbledore actor himself. Cheers.
Cheers.
No, Crimson, we will not be doing that.
No, he was amazing.
But, bringing up Jude Law is really funny because, Jude Law, I really like Jude Law. He's an amazing actor. He plays.
He's a cool guy, too.
He plays an incredible Dr. Watson in the.
Oh my God, Great Pilgrim.
And what's really funny is he and RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., both have dressed up as women.
When did RDJ dress up as a woman?
RDJ dressed up as a woman in the second
Sherlock Holmes movie, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I love those.
This was him.
The first one was really good. The second one was but the first one I really
liked. Second one was still pretty good.
I liked the first one when I was little a lot.
This is him as.
I don't remember Jude Law as the woman.
This is him as this RDJ as a woman.
Yeah.
Now, in the movie Rage, Jude Law dressed up as a woman as well.
Jude Law is 50 years old.
So this
good
is
for him. Holy shit!
So that's RDJ.
Yeah, he does. I didn't know he was that old.
That's RDJ as a woman, and this is Jude Law as a woman. Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button. Sorry.
We pulled Daimio up.
I thought you were gonna pull Rolo up.
Daimio's face up on
I thought you were gonna pull Rolo up. Is that actually?
That's actually Jude Law.
What
the?
That looks like what Michael Jackson was attempting.
That looks like what I'm afraid of now as a man.
Yeah. Oh, do you find that intriguing, Rolo?
No, it looks like something I should be afraid of.
But yeah,
you're gonna get people. You show that picture to certain people, they will be ads from Heel versus Baby.
Looks like a Hot Topic employee.
Roman's turned on now.
It's Spencer's employee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spencer.
Did they shut that down?
I'll be right back. I'm getting.
I'm pretty sure there's still one in my old mall.
Yeah, I haven't been to Spencer's in years. Jesus.
It's
I don't think I've ever walked into one.
Oh, they used to be fun. Now
Yeah.
it's just dirty.
I don't think they let me in.
Yeah, they don't let you walk in with a trench coat and an AR.
I'm definitely not part of their clientele.
Oh yeah, God,
No,
I can't remember the last thing I ever.
Is he
bought
special,
from
Ray?
Spencer.
RG is quiet because he's spanking. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
So they're saying that this this Jude Law Star Wars show,
Yeah,
what it is called,
Skeleton
it's not
Crew.
coming out for a year and a month.
Yeah,
I thought it was supposed to be coming on later this year.
Yeah,
I don't think it's coming out this year.
It might be
What's
delayed.
the name of it?
Skeleton Crew.
Let's see.
I'm about burned on Star Wars.
Yeah, it needs to get better.
Wikipedia still says
I'm a negative
2023.
December 2023.
Yeah, it's still said. See, this is this thing. And I think a lot of people have said this. Also, I don't know what it is, but I cannot watch a show that Jaleel White is going to be in and believe that it's Star Wars in any way.
Who's Julia White?
Jaleel White is what's his name? Was that me?
Yeah, the show
Urkel. Steve Urkel.
Family Matters. Urkel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's in that.
Yeah.
It just
I
doesn't.
think the last
sound
time I
like
saw him in was
Steve
one of the
Urkel in Star Wars
Sharknado
and believe
movies.
it's Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
February 8th? No.
I think they just haven't announced all the pushbacks.
Yeah, this is
I almost
the deal.
guarantee
this
it.
show is, as far as I think really any of us can tell, is 100% original. There's not going to be any real relation to anything now, unless they throw Hondo in this. This is going to be a pure DSW original, and it's not Friday night in 2003 anymore. Disney originals don't work.
My daughter informed me that next week after the finale, she's taking away my Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop mine too.
She said, you know what? I know it's only 12 something a month, but I don't want to pay for it because I don't want to watch anything Disney.
Yeah, look, the only reason I still have it is because of the catalog. There are too many shows that I really love watching that are on it.
Well,
Boy Meets World is one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
Well, I have all of my Star Wars, other than the Clone Wars, the animated stuff, all the movies and stuff. I have all that on DVD, so it's not like I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, but I use Disney Plus for. Whoa, that's a little worrisome. McAfee is telling me that Disney Plus is the bad website to go to.
Oh.
Do what?
My what is it? Spyware? McAfee was just saying Disney Plus was a bad website. I guess the sponsored link is bad. But I've got so much stuff. Boy Meets World. I just rewatched the Percy Jackson movies.
I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean's on there.
Sky High.
All the older movies.
Oh, Sky High was cute.
I'll probably
that's
keep
fair.
my Disney Plus membership.
The catalog is the only reason I pay for this, and I only pay, $12 a year. So
right now they're upping that.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll pay $14 a year.
Yeah. Okay. So I did notice though when I was watching Revenge of the Sith this weekend, and I noticed that they might have caught on because when they highlight like the movie section for Star Wars, it's all of George Lucas's movies first, and then it's the rest of them, like all the Disney
Star
stuff.
Wars movies. Ooh.
I thought that was funny because at first they were trying to shove it in your face, like watch the sequels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now
Watch
so it's
Solo.
by release date now.
What, the Ray movie?
No, the movie. So under movies.
Yeah, like the order of release. I think.
Now I'm glad that guy that did
Here. So yeah, it's by order of release now.
Right.
Yep.
Force Awakens, Rogue One,
Which is smart.
Last Jedi, Solo.
Yep.
This
They probably
Abomination.
heard.
Oh,
Abomination. Oh my
horrible movie.
Attack me, but I actually watched.
And then then they have it by the timeline order too.
Yeah, so for the second time ever in my life, I actually watched the final scene of like Kylo and Rey like versus the Knights of Ren and Palpatine, just because I was like interested to be like, I remember hating this. How much do I hate this now? And I hate it more.
Oh man, I do that. So
Like
the worst.
What the hell? Wait. Go back, Caleb. Go back to that screen. What was that Yoda face? What was that? Go back for a second.
This one.
Bottom.
Oh, the Young Jedi Adventures.
To the far right. What the
To the
hell
far
is
right, yeah, that looks horrible.
That looks so bad. What is that?
That looks like Yoda's aunt.
That looks like
the
Alex
middle,
Clemens
So you remember what I've always said about Special Rays, PFP?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, so that's him.
That's
The
special
middle,
Yoda.
except for him, it's the middle. It's like in between a shit and an orgasm. Hers is Special Rays is a sneeze and orgasm.
Have you seen Special Ray's new one on Discord? I can't even understand what it is. I'm like, what is this picture?
I don't know. But so the speaking of giving movies another shot, the worst what do you call it when you turn a book into a movie? Adaptation. The worst adaptation of all time is 21st Century Fox's Aragon movie. And
book to a movie, yes, but
I saw the movie and didn't read the book.
My daughter loved that movie.
I'm sorry, Donna. We're just gonna have to leave this right here because if we continue, I'll say bad stuff about your daughter.
No, but I want my daughter to meet Daimyo.
Yeah, but if your daughter.
Oh, whoa! What was this?
Wait, what?
I want my daughter to meet Daimyo.
Oh.
They
Oh
would,
my
they
God.
would make the cutest couple.
Now I'm getting all embarrassed.
I'm sorry.
Daimyo, how does that
Stop.
make you feel?
Little
Oh
blood.
yeah, Donna's gonna be your mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law, yeah.
So let's
Stop,
trade
stop.
Daimyo, Donna. Y'all are in the private chat. Daimyo, let's trade
No, no,
numbers.
Okay.
Let's get this rolling.
No, I already asked him if he would move to Kentucky, but he said
I'm
no.
moving to Texas.
We can have
I'm
long
pretty
distance
sure.
relationships now.
Oh,
Well,
special
they
rate.
suck.
Special
They
rays in
suck, man.
Kentucky.
I had
Special
a
Rays in
girlfriend up
Kentucky?
Massachusetts. You know
Yeah.
the whole story.
Well, is Special Ray
He's
a
not.
dude?
Yeah,
Single?
he is.
I'm sure for like $1,000 he can be.
He's not as much of a gentleman, but
Oh,
he's
kid.
in,
Okay,
he's
all right.
in
Here's the
Kentucky.
thing.
That
All
bar's
jokes
already pretty
aside,
low with you.
Daimyo actually is a gentleman. All jokes aside.
No, I know he is, but it's just
Don't
I
even
should-
make fun of yourself, Daimyo. You know you're a gentleman in public.
my
I think I'm pretty good.
no, my daughter, she's such a good girl, and she's
God,
never.
Paducah. I went to basic
she's
with a
never
guy
gonna
from
give me a
Paducah.
grandchild, and I'm getting pissed.
You sound like my mother. I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't an insult. That's actually like my.
No, she's a sweetheart, but she's just like she just wants to have a Christian boy that she can. Yeah.
I'm sorry that I laughed.
What's wrong with her being?
No, I just laughed because I'm thinking of Daimyo as a good Christian kid sitting on a pew.
I was raised Catholic. I was an altar boy.
I know you were. Oh.
What was that, Rolo?
Yeah, for real.
What was that about?
Nothing.
No,
wow.
she's just.
No, I was raised Catholic too. I still am. Yeah, I don't act like it, but I am. I'm religious. I don't like our specific church for certain reasons. That's all I have to say.
My daughter teaches a class. She just got a raise. I'm so proud of her.
What'd she teach?
No, she doesn't teach. Well, she teaches at her church.
Oh, that's awesome.
The I think
like
the elementary
CCD
level
classes or whatever.
The elementary levels.
Yeah.
And
so CCD for me, I went through all 6 years of that.
Yeah, I went through all that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
had your confirmation at the end.
CCD confirmation. All
are
that.
you guys all three of you guys Catholic?
Roman Catholic, but I gave up on the church years ago.
Yeah.
My
I believe in
my
God.
second middle name is Michael the Archangel. So I'm like
Wait, you're one of those people with multiple middle names?
Yeah, because once you get confirmed, they give you another name, so that becomes your second middle name.
I don't remember that. And
really, that's what they told us.
Yeah, I remember that, but no,
I might have forgotten mine.
I don't write it.
I just stayed with my.
I might have forgotten
middle
mine.
name.
Yeah, I don't write it on anything, but it's technically in the church's eyes. I have 4 names.
Yeah. No, I've talked to Caleb about this. I've considered, like, not converting, but like looking into different, like sects of the Christianity, like not just like.
All right, Southern Baptist, we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
My
I remember that, like when I went through that for confirmation, and they asked if you wanted to change like your middle name, but they wouldn't let me pick Destroyer of Worlds.
No,
stuck with Andrew.
Remember when
my daughter doesn't belong to a certain,
denomination.
Christian denomination. It's a non-denom kind of.
Well, look, a non-denominational church is just Southern Baptist.
Well, also coming from California, I'm very progressive, so I'm looking to be a stay-at-home dad, take care of the kids, cook, clean, maintain the house.
Wear Crocs around the house.
Sorry, Donna.
I will. I'll wear an apron when she gets home. That's all. That's all it'll be.
So you want to be the dad from Johnny Test?
No, he wants to be Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
My daughter has a degree in AutoCAD, but a 2-year degree in AutoCAD. Yep. But she doesn't like doing that. Right now, she just got a promotion to be a lead in doing working at a warehouse, and she's like in charge of all this stuff.
Work at a warehouse.
Yeah.
And she loves it there. She loves it there. She makes $21 an hour.
So material handling, essentially.
Yeah.
And I'm a material coordinator.
Damio, I really.
What's that?
Material handling.
No, that's actually what.
I can't trust.
Yeah, as Matt. In fact, my place we need material handlers now.
I'm in project management. That's actually what it's called.
Okay, I could really use a material handler.
Who's project manager?
Going to handle my material.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not yet.
Who's project manager?
Caleb, your mind with the same way.
Daniel, you're a project manager
at the moment.
I'm the assistant right now, but I am getting into being a manager. Yes.
That's what my MBA is
nice.
In project management.
Nice. Yeah,
and I'm so excited because Rogue Sarge is giving me something to actually do a project, and I'm excited.
Yeah, no, the jobs it's actually like pretty stressful right now. I had a pretty rough week. We do commercial office build outs for the for electrical, so it gets pretty complicated. Pretty like I was filling out a bunch of labels for like 200 panels today. It's like so basically data entry all week.
Yep.
Dealing.
You have to in project management. You have to juggle like all these balls all at once.
Oh, yeah.
But
my job as a material coordinator, I'm picking material, loading it up, and then I'm also processing all the paperwork.
Oh yeah, and
especially if it's going overseas, then you need customs paperwork. And
I know all about that. And I'm sending you all that paperwork, so I gotta. I'm dealing with design changes and then having the material handler get back to me saying I filled out the form wrong. Can't.
So are these
I was the warehouse.
Are these multiple balls? Are they like big?
Get a drink real quick.
Are you having like?
I gotta.
Do you need someone? Are you looking for someone to help you with them?
Try like I don't know, hundreds of lights being sent to a shop.
See, I was the warehouse manager for almost 3 years.
There you go.
And,
so those jobs got fucked up.
I was the warehouse.
No, actually, that's Rollo. Wait, Rollo. Wait, look at that bottom part. Replace Daimyo with Rollo, and that's what you said on your last episode, right?
Yeah. No, you know what we ought to start doing. We need to start. Daimyo, you and Ronnie need to start getting together a series of clips for us to play of the.
Bro, if you saw our DMs, we've got things in the works.
Look in the Discord; they're all there already.
No.
Work for me, dude.
No, I gave you way too much ammo on Wednesday, and
no.
There's never enough. I don't care.
I don't know what you were doing on Wednesday, but that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
What?
The entire episode.
Well, that's a lot of things.
Yeah, I know everything. Just
it was
all like
I was on.
I don't know if it was planned or what, but I cannot wait for the next episode of the RCU.
Yo, Caleb,
dude, I was so sleep deprived and I was all jacked up on painkiller because of my foot.
I knew it. You were
holy
high.
shit. Hey, has anyone watched that American Born Chinese thing yet?
The what?
No, that shit looks. Why would I watch?
Did y'all hear about this?
That looks so stupid. That's the dumbest.
No, what is it?
I forgot. I didn't know this was out yet.
We wonder why Disney's losing money.
The whole thing's out. Okay, let's pull up. I'm gonna pull up the trailer for this.
Oh man, it's
God,
please don't. Oh, please don't.
American Born Chinese. I wonder what I'm gonna get when I Google this.
Chinese.
Here we go. Here's the trailer.
So bad, Bobby. It is so cringe, man.
Oh God.
I got it here, guys.
People love this. It's good for you.
Right. This one looks like it's giving me the thumbs up.
So, do you have a lab partner yet?
Is there a Jim Wang here?
Wang.
This is Wayne Chung.
Wei Chen.
He's a new student and he's Chinese, like you. He's going to tag along to all of your classes.
You say his name is Wang Chung, like the band?
Yes.
Except
he's wearing the same jacket I have on.
Math.
I just want that one. A guy who does regular stuff.
You made a new friend.
Just thought this year was
There's the
gonna be
racism.
Yeah. Holy. Oh,
Why do they always have this? Bro, what the fuck?
I may
is
be
this?
able to help.
What's going on?
I'm not from this world. I need your help with my quest to stop the uprising.
Not from that world.
The gate between Earth and heaven is
Okay, I think
opening.
we're done.
You must stop it or everyone will perish. The fate of your world hangs in the balance.
I don't really see how I fit into this whole thing.
You're my guide.
Can you come up with something a little bit cooler than guide?
Servant?
Yeah, no, you're right. Guys,
The
better.
accent's not very good.
Oh, is this tied into everything, everywhere, all
It
at
will
once?
be difficult and dangerous.
Be the hero. What if I'm not, though?
Fate is not decided up there, but down here. So freaking unbelievable. Everything
California
is more
Immigrant,
connected
the
than you
movie.
think.
Okay. So you know what's not funny about that at
No,
all?
it's a rip. Oh,
That they just ripped this off.
Well,
yeah, and
that's
Ki-Hu
funny.
Kwan is going to be also be in second season of Loki.
Well, no, they're like it. Like there's a straight up population. There's a straight up population of American-born Chinese citizens that like use surrogates, and then they grow up here, but they have dual citizenship. They get schooling, all this other stuff here, go to college, then they go to China and use all of that.
Yes, sir.
Over there in China. So maybe I'm racist, but that seemed like a whole big.
That's
that's
like
racist.
the second time
That
we've
was
had one of
racist.
these. I'm not racist, but
Well, I am racist, but I can be. Look at my skin color.
I'm not racist. I hate everybody.
Look at me.
Exactly.
Look at me.
Me too.
And then look at Rolo, right? Like very different skin tones. So I've got a
Rolo
pack.
was wearing a kimono earlier, so
I've got a whole
I don't
pack.
know.
Oh, shut up, dude.
I can't believe this show came out.
I'm an anime fan. I'm allowed to wear a kimono if I want to.
When
Have
did
you
this
guys
come out?
have you guys
yeah.
seen the trailer for Wish?
No, I don't know if I want to.
I'm already
what
mad
is
about
that?
it. I am so freaking mad about it.
What's
Jamie,
wrong
pull
with
that
it?
up.
I know
Okay.
Disney's counting on it for some reason.
Yes,
to be a
but
big hit.
I am so tired. I'm just gonna say it. I am tired of making the a white male be the bad guy all the fucking time. I am so tired of it. I'm over it.
Well, you know us white guys
we
are
can't have-
responsible
we
for all
can't
the
have-
ills in the world.
We can't have girls be bad. We can't have anybody other than white people be bad. So here we have another trope of the bad guy in it is an angry white man.
The only
Oh,
thing that
this is
Disney's
the thing
made-
that's like shit animation.
Well, Caleb, hold on. The only thing that Disney's made that, correct me if I'm wrong, where the main villain is somebody that's not a white guy at the moment has been Loki.
Shang-Chi?
But you don't find it till the end. Well, Shang-Chi, yeah, but they screwed up the Mandarin so bad. That movie doesn't even count. That movie is just horrible in general. I don't even care about that. But when you have somebody who's a minority race against a white guy, the only one that I haven't seen from Marvel has been Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And maybe
I haven't watched that.
like
I haven't
nobody
even
watched
watched
it. Like, I mean, it still didn't do that good because people are checked out on Marvel, man. Like, I've never given a shit about Marvel. Really, I'm one of those people that I never.
I stopped watching after in Infinity War. No.
I actually didn't even care. That's the first Marvel movie since Iron Man and Civil War that I saw in theaters was Infinity War because all my friends went after school to go see it, and they said, "Come with us to go see it." So I went and saw it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Well, now I have to see Endgame because I got to see how this ends." But I genuinely, I've never cared about Marvel. Never really cared about DC. I like certain characters and their movies or their comic books. Like I love Spider-Man. I used to watch the Avengers cartoon. I used to watch the Justice League cartoon. And I like Batman. And like other than that,
yeah, like right now, there's not a lot out there that I want to see on TV or movies.
And dude, when I heard they were gonna make a Blue Beetle movie, I was kind of hyped because I really liked Blue Beetle in the animated and the comic books. And same with Moon Knight.
I didn't know who the fuck that was.
They're like a C-tier hero, but they're actually really cool when you delve into them. You did Moon Knight horribly, and you did Blue Beetle.
I heard it was bad.
So now I really could care less about any of your heroes. I don't care. You even messed up Doctor Strange, like one of the most interesting characters, and you screwed him up. You screwed Thor up, and I'm a history buff, so I like Thor. But like,
you're a history buff.
I care less about any of this now, man.
Oh, more of a history twink.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up. You're more of a just a
Did I
regular
say that out loud?
You're more of a general twink.
Yeah, perfect.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Oh, jeez.
Now we can relax, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Daimyo. You're never relaxed.
Yeah, I'm kind of not. I'm always.
Okay, guys, we've got a new trailer to watch.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay. This is the new Henry Cavill movie. And it is
I saw this trailer.
It is apparently supposed to be a resume for 007.
I might have seen this.
Stop.
Yeah, the new Matthew Vaughn directs it.
It's Sesame hope you dance as well as you dress.
Yeah, I watched this.
Only one way to find out.
I like the music. Oh, the director of the King. I mean, yeah. I love the King.
Little help? Hold on.
The book is phenomenal, sweetie, but
What happens next? It's called a cliffhanger, Mother. Ellie, it's called a cop-out.
Pause it real quick.
Whoa, hey, there's a cat in there.
Oh my God, you're Ellie freaking Conway.
Author of the Ordo series, Ellie Conway. I am such a fan.
Oh, yeah? What is it you do?
Espionage.
Would you sign my book?
Here we go.
I love this book. Come on.
Who are these people?
Real life spies.
Why would they care about me?
Because you're a goddamn fortune teller, Ellie. What you wrote in your new book actually happened, and you kicked a hornet's nest you didn't even know existed.
I'm in some really big trouble, Mom.
Oh, so now you're experimenting with drugs.
I want all assets on them now. I need her to write the next chapter.
God, I hate that cat.
It's time for you to meet the real Agent Argyle.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh,
My
So that looks like American Kingsman.
Yeah, well, it's the same director, Matthew Vaughn.
I don't know about that.
He even opened the door with all the stuff behind it. Come on. The background where it says experience the new whatever, and it got the checkered background, that's the same
So,
thing. The Kingsman
so I
franchise.
I
Takes
watched
place in the same universe.
Well, it's the same.
100%.
I forgot what book it's actually. I think it's adapted from an actual book called Argyle. But I was watching that trailer last night, and I was in the comments on Twitter where it was posted, and there was like a pretty funny point saying it's pretty much Total Recall. That it's about a spy who like forgot all their memories and then starts like visualizing them again. So they're saying that they think Bryce Dallas Howard, right? That's the actress.
Yeah.
That she's Argyle. I don't know.
So
I probably won't watch this though.
I don't know.
It looks like it would be really good.
This is the thing. I need Henry Cavill to play James Bond.
So I will
Yeah.
probably go buy 1,000
I
tickets
agree.
just so that
Yeah, I think it'd be a great James Bond.
so that Pinewood Studios finally gets off their ass and hires him to be James Bond.
They should.
Now they were originally going to. He
No,
was
He's a conservative. Nothing.
well. So this thing,
Exactly.
Henry Cavill was Barbara
Exactly,
Broccoli's
Donna.
choice for James Bond in the last run, and the producers wanted what's his name instead because he had just
Daniel Craig.
What was the movie that Daniel
Casino
Craig
Royale?
did before James Bond?
That who did before James Bond?
Daniel Craig.
Oh,
Cowboys versus Aliens.
No, buddy. This is like 2003.
Layer Cake?
No.
A gangster movie?
Yeah, I don't.
No, it's not 2003. That's too far back. When did
No, it's
Casino
not.
Royale come out?
Casino Royale came out in
What?
06.
Cowboys versus Aliens?
Layer Cake,
That's what I
2004.
just said.
Yeah, Layer Cake.
Oh, is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Layer
said.
Cake is what was basically his audition for 007.
Special Ray, I'd have to agree with you on that one.
She's getting a little on the
She's getting a
thicker
little
than
thick.
thick side.
Yeah,
Little-
she's getting a little bit thick,
cakey.
but
Nothing wrong with thickness.
well,
So,
she's gonna be careful because she's gonna start looking like Kathleen Kennedy if she keeps up with the Hollywood treatment.
Caleb,
Yeah.
right when what was that, Spectre? Like right after Spectre came out, they started, all these
Well, Spectre
like theory. Well, but all of these theories started coming out about like who the next James Bond will be.
Oh yeah,
And
there were all kind of names.
There were a bunch of stuff about how they want the next James Bond to be like a younger, version of himself.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like what's his name, Anthony Taylor Johnson.
No, I hope not.
Oh, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I hope you don't.
Aaron
Taylor Johnson.
He's not a horrible actor, dude. Like
Not
he
a
played,
fan.
He looks good in was it Craven the Hunter that's coming out?
Bullet.
Yeah.
But in Bullet Train, he plays kind of a comedic role, but he could
and he's incredible in Outlaw King, but just
okay,
not,
Caleb, here's the
not
thing.
what I want 007 to look like.
Here's the thing. You don't like anything. So
that's not true.
That's real cute, Rolo.
I'm kidding with you.
I'm more of a skeptic in that sense.
No, I'm really happy that Taylor Johnson is doing Crave because that means he'll be tied up for a couple years. Which means they won't look at him to do 007. Like he's fallen off the list because of that.
I just actually can't see. I know a lot of people love the idea of it. Henry Cavill's too big for it. He's too.
I disagree with that.
No, James Bond is more like EU Thrawn, in my opinion. He's not muscular. He's not huge, and he doesn't have muscles. He's just physically fit. I don't see Henry Cavill. I can see he can play the character really well, but the physical look, he's just too massive of a person.
Oh, did you see the news story? I guess Christopher Nolan is in talks to write and direct the next two Bond films.
We were talking about that. I think for right now, that's very speculative.
Yeah, but if it did turn out to be true, yeah, that'd
he
be
wants
great.
to do it.
It'd be awesome.
I read
No one
something.
actually cares. So
I read something the
Caleb,
other
share
day
that.
that Barbara Broccoli wants him to be involved with something in James Bond.
Yeah.
And this is the deal. When James Bond is a weird thing because the Broccoli family are the ones that own the rights.
Yes.
And they get to decide basically everything. And which is why I was happy when Barbara came out and said, look, James Bond, I don't know what James Bond will be like in 10 years, but I can tell you right now, he will be a he.
Caleb, share my screen.
as he should be. He is a he.
This is the next James Bond.
I'm going to assassinate
Oh,
you.
God. No,
She
they're
did
talking
play,
about.
she
no, I
did
guess
play
I
the next
forgot-
007, though.
I forgot where I saw it this week. They want to make the Fantastic Four like all female now.
Oh my God!
They're not doing that.
Yeah, I forgot what channel it was on.
They're not
but yeah,
doing that.
That's
now,
the thing.
I'll tell you what I would be down to see is this. This I would be super excited. Henry Cavill is Aegon Targaryen.
Oh yeah.
Oh
The
yeah.
Conqueror.
Oh,
I want to see what Henry
That's
Cavill's
perfect.
going to do with the Warhammer property.
See, I'm not a Warhammer guy.
That's
so
not
I
real,
don't.
is it?
Oh yeah, it
I
is.
like Warhammer.
Yeah, so Amazon is distributing, but it's the only thing that
No,
Amazon
she's
is
talking
doing
about
with
that
it.
picture you just showed.
I will say it. So
Caleb, she's talking
he
about the picture you
owns.
just showed.
I will. He owns the total rights to make the entire story.
Yeah.
Amazon will distribute it, but Amazon in the contract, Amazon is not able to change things.
Caleb, she's talking about Aegon, not about Warhammer. Donna was saying that's not real, is it? As in, that's not real.
No, that picture's not real.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's what I want to see happen. I think he'd make a kick-ass
And we
Aegon
also
Targaryen.
Keanu Reeves as Darth Revan, but we're not going to get that either.
Oh, I don't want that.
Well, you don't want anything, so
not true.
Rella, are you just gonna piss on people tonight?
No, I'm just gonna piss on Daimyo and you. So.
Well, I like Daimyo.
Oh, jeez, it booted again.
Is he smiling yet? There he is.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Holy crap! It's 9:18, guys.
Yeah, it is.
Are you shutting it down already?
No, I didn't realize it was 9:18.
Time flies.
Yeah.
So not ever under Disney, but Henry Cavill Bane.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I actually not
like Darth Bane, not Bane from Batman.
Well, yeah, because the only other Bane.
Well,
is
aren't they
DC.
trying to get
Is
Henry
Batman.
Cavill in the MCU to be Captain Britain?
Yeah,
I
he
Oh.
said he wanted to do that. That's what it was.
That'd be interesting.
Henry
what
Cavill said that he would do that.
I
But
like-
I don't know how he's feeling about it now after the way Marvel's been going, because he's pretty based.
I like Adam Driver as Doom. I'm not gonna lie.
As who?
Doctor Doom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think he could play a good Doctor Doom.
I agree with you.
This is the thing. Look, Doctor Doom is a very
Adam
unique
Driver's a great actor.
character, and I don't think you could use someone that you know who they are. I think Doctor Doom has to be cast from someone that we don't know.
So it's the same way that Master
No.
Chief should have been cast as somebody we don't know and somebody whose face we don't see in the Halo.
Well, no, Master Chief should have been a man in a suit, and the voice should have been the guy that voices.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
Steve
what
Brown,
I'm
yep.
saying. But when it comes to the actor, you could always take the helmet off and have his voice sound different, like you did with Vader.
Should have taken his helmet off at all.
Well, you could take the helmet off after season 3 or 4 and finally show like him by himself because he doesn't take it off in front of people. Like, believe me, I've read all the books. I'm a massive fan of Halo. Like, if you were to do it the way they did Vader, you could make it work. But instead, you get him butt ass naked and show us his ass in season 1, episode 1. Like, it just wasn't Halo at all. But you need to get the one thing they did right was to get somebody we've never seen before physically.
Donna, are you looking that up?
No, I just got a message from school.
I'm just messing.
I thought it was your daughter trying to talk to Donna.
No, it's homecoming weekend for the university I work for.
My school
And,
has homecoming tonight.
And tomorrow I'm doing the tailgate. I'm going to be helping with the tailgate party for the game.
Cool.
Yo, Caleb, would
Yes,
you
sir.
would you want to see a Henry VIII movie?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I would.
I
definitely would.
I think there's much more interesting monarchs than Henry VIII.
What?
I think that would make it great.
Oh, I'm sorry, Donna.
I think Henry VIII.
Didn't Kenneth Branagh do Henry VIII?
Kenneth Branagh did Henry V.
Henry V. Okay.
And Henry V is one of the most interesting monarchs of English history.
Okay, Caleb. So who would you want to see?
Oh, Donna. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Donna. Oh,
She's been set off.
Caleb,
I'll
after
tell you who's even more interesting than Henry VIII. His daughter Elizabeth.
That I'll agree with.
His daughter, who destroyed the Spanish Armada in 1572. Did I get that right?
Yes, I believe so. But Caleb, let me ask you. Now that you brought that up, historical figure,
1588.
a historical figure that you want the movie to be.
It's in 1580.
88.
Thank you.
You're asking me who's an historical figure I want a movie about?
Yes.
Okay, you guys want to know my superpower is?
FDR.
Is that her superpower?
Do you know what my superpower is?
You know dates.
No, I can name every British, but English monarch from 1866 to present or backwards, and actually tell you a bit about that monarch.
Oh, I was going to say, to be fair,
I can't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
But I can't do it for presidents.
Oh, I can't do it for presidents, but could you
1866?
Could you name me 5 English monarchs right now, 5 or 10? I believe you. I just want to see it because I feel like you'd be like boom, 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 boom.
Do what?
Just name a couple right now. I believe you. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, Queen Elizabeth II just died. Her father was George the Sixth, and then he got his throne from his older brother Edward
Whose
the
name
Eighth.
was? Yep.
And then their father.
Why did Edward abdicate?
Because of Wallace fucking Simpson. Freaking every time the British royalty marries an American, look at Meghan Markle.
They fuck up. Meghan Markle's
We fuck them up. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And then George V, and then his father was probably the one of a very interesting, which is Edward VII. And then of course his mother was Victoria. Yep. And Victoria's uncle, she got her throne from her uncle, which was William IV.
Yep.
So when Prince William, when he becomes king, and if he keeps the name William, he will be William V. And then
would he not?
What?
Would he not keep William?
So
I mean, I know you don't
No. The monarchs are given the choice of naming themselves. They have to choose from the name. Charles,
which is why George VI chose George over
over
Alfred, because it was
no,
too dramatic.
It's not Alfred. It's Bertie.
No, Bertie was his nickname.
Albert.
I was close.
But King Charles, his name is Charles. Okay. Charles Arthur.
You missed one.
No. Wait. Charles.
Okay.
What is it? Philip Arthur George is his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
He could have picked any one of those names. They can't choose Arthur because it's supposed to be a bad omen.
There's only one, and he will return when
Philip
Britain is in its need.
And then Philip, he which is his father's name, he would have been Philip the First if he chose that. But if he would have chosen George, he would have been George VII.
Yep.
But he chose Charles. So see, I can go backward. I can go forward.
See, I'm waiting for
You got William the First, William the Second. William the Second went hunting with his brother and got killed on accident. And then
quotations.
And so I can go that way. Or
I want to see a King Canute movie play out. No, I'm not even joking. I think that shit would be badass. Like an actual.
You know what? Rufus was a idiot, though.
Yes, he was. They say that he might have been gay, but I don't know. Just because you're somebody single for all of their life doesn't make them gay.
Well, actually, me and Caleb were just having a discussion about that.
About how gay the two of you were?
All right, take him off.
You know what pisses me off? I'm not
going to go off the rails
because you.
Okay, you guys get this. Get this. Get this.
Who's actually comparing different sizes between each other?
Okay, now you're off. What were you saying, Donna?
Okay, so a few years ago, they came out with this movie. It was called The Favorite, and it was about Queen Anne, which she was queen in the early 1700s. I think it was 1703 till it was just for a few years. Look it up for me real quick. But anyway, it was the early 1700s. And she was she was pregnant huge amounts of time, but she didn't have an heir when she passed away. Well, she was really in love with her husband, and they were one of the royal couples that slept together every freaking night, right? Mm-hmm. And Hollywood makes this movie making her be a lesbian, and it was just like, why?
This is the Olivia Colman movie.
Yeah, it pissed me off because she's such an interesting character. They made her real stupid when she was actually very politically savvy in real life. So anyway,
well, they did that with King Ethelstan, or should I not say?
I don't know that one.
Ethelstan was Edward's son, Alfred's grandson, Alfred the Great.
Oh, okay.
Who I am a direct descendant of.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, they did the same thing.
I didn't get that. I went from the current line.
Yeah. So I actually think I could go. No, I think the whole James and the Restoration would get me.
I love the Restoration because I love the Restoration.
Did you see the Charles II show?
Which one?
What's this guy's name? Hang on. He's in John Adams. He plays Alexander Hamilton.
Hamilton was in that.
That was a good series.
Rufus Sewell played Charles II in a show, in a miniseries. I think it's like a 3-episode miniseries.
I didn't see that. What is it called?
I'm trying to find it.
What is it on? Because I am very limited.
That's a good question. I think it's called The Last King. Yeah, and I believe it's on Prime. It's on BritBox. So I have it on Prime. But it's really good.
I think Charles II's life is amazing. He went to France when his father was beheaded.
10 years, I think.
And then when he came back and they put him on, the England was down to just puritanical garbage. And then when he took over, then it went totally the other way where there was a lot of loose and they had to get their party on.
Was this when the Pope died? Just during the the time period when like the Pope died and they were trying to
No, because
re-elect it?
England didn't give a shit about the Pope.
England got rid
England
of the
had
Pope
already-
in 1930. I'm 19 in 1536.
Yeah,
33.
England had already broken away from the church.
Oh, okay.
34, 33, 34.
Because it was
Henry
Henry
VIII.
V. It was Henry VIII that broke away because he wanted to divorce Catherine of Aragon, and the church.
Well, amongst other things, because it was more the fact that not only would the Pope not allow him to divorce, but then they started saying, well, the Pope is more powerful than you, and he's like,
Yeah.
bullshit.
Well, so that's what happened with France. It's one of the reasons the Knights Templar were destroyed because I think it was Louis the 13th.
October Friday.
Yeah, it was Friday the 13th.
October.
I don't know, 1400, something like that.
No.
I don't know the year, Donna.
1307.
Okay. So
relax, Donna. Take
the
it
Pope
down
had
a notch.
issued a papal bull saying all kings are below the Pope.
Well, it was actually
And-
the King of France was the one that was put charge of that, but
yeah,
he did
yeah,
get
I'm getting
able
there.
to do
I'm
it.
getting there, Donna.
Oh,
So the Pope, I think it was Urban something, had issued a papal bull saying
I forget the name.
all kings are below the Pope. And there is belief that when the French king found out that either by permission or taking it into his own hands, but the advisor had the Pope killed. And then Philip had a proxy Pope put in to, prevent anti-French stuff from happening. Well, the big problem was that the Pope had a massive army in France at the temple, at the Paris Temple. And because the fort for the castle for the Templars were called temples. And so so he didn't like that and through a bunch of lies and stuff had
They order 66th.
yeah, they ordered 66 the Templars. And
That's where he got the whole thing.
Just the Paris Temple, though.
That's where George Lucas got order 66 from that.
The accusations went out throughout the world, though, and slowly everyone started to distrust the Templars. And I think
We miss you, John.
5 years later. John, are you leaving? Oh, John. I think he said Bobby.
John.
Hey, John.
What's up, John?
Wait, so is this a time period? Is this the time period that I was referring to when, like, a lot of Europe went into turmoil?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Europe's in turmoil a lot. I need a little more.
So what I was referring to was like the Pope passed away, and there's two different sections.
Oh no,
like
that's
France.
the schism. That's the schism. There's a couple of them. There's one during the Renaissance, and the Medici were one that they backed the Roman Church because they were the bankers of the Pope. There's one I think there's one in like the 1800s, and then there's one in like the 900s. I think there's 3 or 4 of them. I got a normie friend of mine that just texted me. Have you watched Ahsoka? Have you read the Thrawn trilogy? This shit's growing, guys.
Moving on.
Wow, they got one more viewer on the show.
How did we get there?
Hey, we need to do a down the rabbit hole on this.
YouTubers.
John,
YouTubers
do
on
you wanna come on? You got the link in the Facebook thing.
I'm just saying, YouTubers on their own have kept Ahsoka alive right now.
Okay, so I'd like your guys' opinion on this little piece of history. I think it was back in 1600s, the church decided to make a law that priests couldn't marry and have children, because prior to that date, I forget the exact
It was
date.
earlier than the 1600s.
It was it around like 13 or
It was in the
14?
It was like
the
11.
12 and 12, 11, 12s.
Well, so I find this very interesting. They decide to outlaw the marriage, the legal marriage of priests and whatnot, because the church had to take care of the families if the priests died. Am I mistaken on that?
So
that's what I believed.
The only problem with putting any single reasoning behind that is 1123 is when this happened, and to have any exact reason from the people that made that.
Sure.
So, for instance, let's say Pope Bob said, "I don't want to pay for this shit anymore." He's not going to write that down on a piece of paper and keep it in the back in archives. So, while we add our favorite Hobbit to the stream, what's up, John?
There he is.
John.
How is everyone tonight?
Master Commander himself.
Good. You?
Well, how are you?
Good.
We've
Are
missed
you all ready for your business trip?
Oh, trying to get there. Trying to.
See, John's cold too, Daimio. It's okay.
What's that?
You're cold too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the
I'm
windows
cold
are
tonight.
open. It's nice out during the day, but boy, that sun goes down. It's starting to get cold now.
Well, so Tarkin, the only issue with that is the priests wouldn't have owned the land or the property. It would have been owned by the church. So,
yeah.
The idea that the families would have owned the
I'll be right back. I gotta hit the bathroom. real
I
fast.
forget what the name, the rectory.
Blue.
It's just that's not a genuine answer right there. But yeah, I think there's.
Can you highlight that? Can you highlight that real quick?
I think there's what's the word? There's a good chance what Daimio, what you said is true. It's just one of those things where no one's ever going to have an answer this side of heaven.
Okay, so before we move on from this, I got that piece of information when I was on a pilgrimage, like to go see the Pope, and
wow,
a priest.
Did you ever see him?
I mean, I didn't meet him, but I went to a mass that he presided at. Yeah, I did that twice actually, but I was talking to this one priest, and I had brought up the issue of human natural needs being ignored based off of belief, and how I felt like that was unnatural and wrong, and it has its repercussions, like ones that I don't need to say. But he had explained to me that he chose to make the sacrifice for his faith, but that really that rule was that rule was made because of what Leslie Tarkin has said right here, that they had it was a political and financial reason, way back, right? I think we said 1100s. So yeah, I mean, I think that really is the root of what all the bad stuff that we hear about, Catholic Church and whatnot, I think comes from this, which is why I wanted to highlight this topic, that the church had a lot of power back then, and we were talking about kings versus the Pope, and look at where we are now, centuries later. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to to address.
I had never heard that.
So the no marriage thing for ordained priests and leaders of the church came out of two councils. The first Lateran and the second Lateran Council, 1123 and 1139. And the way I'm reading these canons and the way they're worded and the history that's going on at the time of these appear that it was less property and monetary decisions and more of a way of preventing certain people from being pope. The final canon basically says that following the footsteps of our predecessors, the Roman pontiffs Gregory VII, Urban, and Paschal, we command that no one attend the masses of those who are known to have wives or concubines. And what they're saying is, and it further says that anyone that does, any leader of the church that does be stripped of their order. So, if we sit there and look at who was Pope in 1139, this is so not what I thought we'd be talking about tonight. Pope Innocent II, and who's Pope after him? Look at that. Oh, sorry, I read the number wrong. Successor was Celestine III in 1143. So 4 years after this thing becomes the new law of the church. I don't know. It seems more like it's a containing power within or redirecting power from certain people and less of a we just don't want to pay for it.
Okay, so I have a question then. What can you look up real quick when when was it the bishops started to elect popes? Like when did that start?
I mean, I think the College of Cardinals has voted on popes since the beginning. Maybe not. Oh my God, I cannot remember his name. I am so going to hell for this. Oh my God, Peter. Maybe not Peter, who is supposed to be the first pope, but within probably the first 100 years, the Cardinals would have. Let's see, first pope elected by College of Cardinals. So papal selection from Peter to Fabian, which is 64 to 236. There's no consensus on how it happened. Okay,
I
so
think you're putting John to sleep.
Me? Oh no. I am going to bed in about 15 minutes though.
Point being, how can it be about the passing of power and not about money when it's been a process of election close to the beginning of this title? You see what I'm saying? So
it's been a process of election from, it would appear, after the Great East-West Schism, which was 1059. So this would have been 100 years. That's probably 6 popes. Yeah. So prior to 1059, Sundowner is saying here, prior to 1059, which is the Great Schism, after Henry died, because Henry was the last real Holy Roman Emperor, and he's the one that basically greenlit all of the popes under him. After he died, there was a schism in the church, and that's one of the things you were talking about earlier. And so after that, that's when the College of Cardinals started voting.
Okay, so why would they outlaw?
I think they outlawed marriage because there's a guy coming up that they didn't want to be pope, and that would have prevented him from being pope. That dude, bro, that shit was crazy. The stuff they would do to get people out of the running. There were bishops. There was a schism in like the 1500s. What's up, X-Wing? There was a schism in the. If you want the link, I'll send it to you. Both of y'all. There was a schism in the 1500s that there were bishops that paid someone to sack Rome so that this one guy wouldn't be pope. Like that shit was insane. Also, armies used to cost a lot less money, and I miss that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, but you also, I mean, think about the amount of taxes that they collected from different city
I'm not
states
drinking.
and whatnot.
That's why.
Because you've missed all of the great conversation, and now Daimyo and I are embroiled in a.
I just like I like talking about.
I know you and I really need to do a big conversation on all this.
Yeah.
John, we haven't heard from you. What did you think about Ahsoka?
I loved it.
Did you?
I did. Oh, here.
Okay.
You know what? Here, let me. I'm gonna.
Oh, you got your notepad?
No, that's upstairs. Let me join on my phone real quick. I'll show you what I've been working on here. Because I just brought it into the. Wait, how do I do that? Oh, what the heck? I never did that before. I'm trying to get this done before I go.
Is this the Rancor pit?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I don't.
Is that what you were working on the other day on the live stream?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
X-Wing has to eat an egg roll in 10 minutes? What?
Alrighty.
Okay, let's add this. Should I wait to add this, John?
No, you do now.
Okay. Nothing embarrassing that we'll see. No toys left out.
No, it's in my. No, I did it out my shed. All right, so here is. Put my glass on. All right, so the sail barge, that's Sandy, as you can see. The sail barge is sit up there because I got another shelf behind it. So it's gonna sit up there. Then I put Boba Fett's ship here, and then the throne room here, and then this, which I got to finish, will be the Rancor pit.
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
Holy shit! Look at that!
Isn't that cool?
Hang on. Here we go. Oh my god!
I got to put paint the.
Is that all expanding foam?
Yeah.
Yep. You have went through on expanding foam.
Cool.
I bought some cheap stuff. It didn't work. I bought some other stuff. It didn't work. And then I just,
Yeah. Actually, you and me both.
I'm pretty excited about that.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's going to look cool, John.
I hope so. Oh, you know what? Why I'm in here? You can take this off if you want.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, now we can't hear him. Oh, he'll be back.
Yeah.
That is so cool. My thing isn't gonna look anywhere near as cool as that. If I ever finish it.
Yeah. I'm probably going to start working on my Marauder model this weekend.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
I think this might actually be much better than his Death Star diorama. Well, Trench Run.
Whose?
John's. Have you ever seen that?
John's one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
What was that? I was on the phone, so I just missed the past couple of minutes. Was that the Rancor cage?
It was, yeah.
I thought
it's going to be the Rancor pit on the bottom, Jabba's palace on top of it.
Right. Take it easy, X-Wing.
on top of that, and then the sail barge on top of that. John, are you using
Yeah,
the sail
that's-
barge that has been sitting behind you?
What's that?
Are you going to use the sail barge that's been sitting behind you?
It's upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
See you later, X-Wing.
See you, X-Wing.
Adios, Commander.
No, but I did love Ahsoka. I loved it. I loved every part of it. And Thrawn is Thrawn.
So let me ask you, because I'm not trying to take away any enjoyment, but did Ezra not taking his lightsaber back? Did that, because that was one of the things that really bugged me.
That did bother me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It bothered me too.
That was one of my points.
Because he doesn't say.
Well, hang on. Let's listen to John.
Yeah, I was expecting him to take it and like completely wreck shop with all them stormtroopers.
That's what I wanted to see.
Well,
I
yeah,
wanted to
because
see him like
Ezra
kick
doesn't
ass.
say keep this. He says hold on to this for me, as
Well,
if he wants it back.
oh yeah.
He never says keep it. He's never like this is yours. This weapon is now your life. No, he says hold on to this for me.
John, your ex-wife or your soon-to-be ex-wife has joined the chat.
Well, hello, Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
Nikki, he's in bed.
Uh-huh. In my Bigfoot hoodie for now.
Talk to Nikki today now.
Just for the record, Nikki, I can't sleep with a shirt on, so I don't expect you to either. Just so you know.
Oh,
Nikki.
Yeah, I thought that was funny that he said I don't like the Force is my ally, and then he gets knocked out.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
he said the Force
obviously
is
the
his
Force-
ally, and he ends up using a blaster.
Well, here's the thing: the Force is female, so obviously he's screwed in the first place.
well, let's not get down on John. John enjoyed it.
I'm not gonna lie. There's parts I enjoyed too, but I just thought that for an episode 7 of a series, like, come
Yeah,
on.
and so much for the night troopers all being ghosts.
I was
definitely looking for that.
I was
What's that,
happy
John?
that they weren't.
Yeah, I was kind of happy they weren't too.
So I don't know if you guys watched Theory's video. It was posted in one of the discords that I'm in.
No, I didn't
and
watch it.
He thinks that that's all a fabricated.
I saw him post that
vision.
today.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
he thinks Ezra and all the night troopers and everything that they're like that happened in the last episode is a distraction for Ahsoka, so that Ahsoka doesn't go to the tower where they're at.
Yeah, they're saying it's a fake Ezra or he's being controlled or something.
Yeah,
but they physically hugged.
Sundowners, you want a link?
That's one of the few movies that I would actually want to see in the theater.
Yeah, I got my tickets for tomorrow. I can't wait to see it.
Nice. Yeah, I do want to. I would like to see it. There you go, Kings. Let everybody join.
Well, there's still a checkpoint. I can still keep people in the back.
Mm-hmm.
My dog's being a good. Just really bad.
Suddenly got very quiet.
So Star Wars.
Nothing but Star Wars.
Right.
These cool stormtroopers.
All right, so
Not what I was doing.
So you're saying that Theory said that Thrawn made a bunch of noise over here so that she wouldn't go to the Chimera?
He tried to connect it back to the episode previous where Thrawn's like, I'm in need of your Night Sister magics or whatever.
Yeah, it's his newest video, dude. It just came out today.
I don't
I didn't watch it, but obviously Dami.
I mean, I'm not going to watch a 15-minute video when someone can give me a 1-minute synopsis of it.
I'm not telling you to watch the video.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that, yeah, it's like a random theory he just came up with.
I don't agree with it. I think it's far out. But yeah, that was his theory that
a whole other galaxy in Star Wars is far out, but
well, he's thinking And he literally said Ezra's eyes were too blue, so that's why he thinks it's a.
Oh, but geez, they're comparing a live
fake
actor with a
Ezra.
goddamn cartoon.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's why I don't agree with it, but that is what.
I haven't
that was his
watched it
theory.
yet, and Damia, as much as you like to make the shill jokes and stuff, the reason I didn't watch is because I saw the title of it and said I don't care about that theory. I really don't. Like
What?
The theory that that's a fake Ezra and that's not really Ezra. I don't need to watch a video on that because I just don't strictly believe that. So I'm not gonna watch it. You can tell me all about it, but I just think that's if your basis is that his eyes are too bright blue, I don't agree with you on that. I think Ezra has always had very bright eyes. Dude, they call
because that's in animation. It's supposed to be colorful.
and they literally call Grogu bright eyes, and his eyes are brown.
Hold up, guys. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I've seen
What
that
is this?
all over Twitter and stuff. Supposedly, yeah, Balin is Luke's real father. Like, who the fuck came up with that shit?
Oh, fuck them. No,
That's
I'm
people with too
sorry,
much
but-
time on their hands, sitting on the computer in mom's basement with frickin'
Bullshit,
Cheetos
dude.
on their fingers.
So you're telling me that Padme cheated on Anakin? Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's
No. Padme did not
such
cheat
shit.
on Anakin.
With another Jedi.
Yes. What? No. That is disgusting. That is. Do not slander my girl's name like that, man.
You know, one day we're gonna get Rolo so riled up on one of these streams that his parents are actually gonna come in and go, "What's wrong? What's wrong?"
Oh, dude. The more and more, if all you got to do is bring up Rings of Power, the Halo TV show, and Disney Star Wars, and if you bring up all three at once somehow, you'll get that.
Yeah.
Can you? Is this just a picture?
Yeah. Let me.
It's a CG Luke. You're not even using.
We need to see what these comments say.
All right, give me a second.
God. That's a CG Luke. You're not even using the Mark Hamill Luke Skywalker, so that's bullshit. Like and I'm not trying to like
So
there's a lot
are
of
they
things-
saying that Padme was kind of a hoe?
Basically.
Whoa.
You see that dress?
Whoa.
Well, that's what that theory entails.
Oh God, I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
No, but that's what that theory would entail. Like that, yeah, she was a slut. Like she's not though.
She's here.
Padme's a queen. She's a strong character. Like
She's a senator,
Yeah.
oh, she was a queen.
and then
queen
became a
with
senator.
needs.
She
She was
dropped.
a queen, but
No.
then she was a senator.
No, she resigned from being a queen.
No, she.
No, she did not.
Her time was up.
She finished her term.
Yeah, she didn't seek
and they
re-election.
tried to amend the Constitution so she
Right.
could serve another term. Get it
Exactly.
right, Rolo.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
So then, you can't say that she was a senator because she wasn't. She only wanted to continue to do well for Naboo. So she wasn't
she was
just
a
a senator. No, she was the ruler that people loved so much they wanted to give her extended powers the same way they did to Palpatine.
Yeah.
And she just denied it.
On
And
her
then
deathbed,
up
her
to your-
title was senator. She was a senator.
At her death, Queen is still over senator, in my opinion.
Do Gray Pilgrim's comment.
Well, was Anakin being a toxic male?
Rogue, look at that.
Nice. Yeah,
Whoa, what did I
I've
just
seen too many of those in person.
I don't
Yeah.
have one. I wish I don't have one.
No, you don't wish that.
I'm just saying,
I
man.
need to fix my glasses.
They're dragging all of our female characters through the mud, and that's
No, they're dragging all the white males in the mud.
But by doing that, they're ruining the female.
They're trying to kill off all the original,
Donna,
all
see,
the
this is the
original
problem,
characters.
and this is what everyone seems to have forgotten. Your opinion doesn't matter because you're a misogynistic woman now.
I know.
That's clearly what's happened.
You know,
You've been
you know,
brainwashed.
I love masculine men. I like alpha
What's
male.
up, Sundowners?
There he is.
Wait a minute. Did someone say masculine man?
Oh.
I'm out.
He looked around
Hey,
first.
Donna.
He's like,
Okay, let's
Hi,
fix this.
Sundowners.
What timing?
you scumbag.
No, sorry, we can't. Oh, we can't do that either. Okay, there we go. It's better.
Wait a minute. I thought someone said something about Nikki and no shirt. I was coming on here. Did I miss something?
What?
Nikki, where's Nikki?
I am not even going to.
She's good. Nikki, don't cuss me out, please.
Oh my god.
No, she just remove you from the hangar bay. I'm kidding.
No, she loves me. She's not removing me from the hangar bay. What's up, guys?
Good to see you,
What's
man.
happening?
How are you
We
doing,
have
sir?
talked about history. We've talked about so
Star
many
Wars.
stuff. Star Wars.
Religion, shows, everything.
Yep.
So you want to hear something cool? Talking about the Catholic stuff in Rome. Out, I'm Irish Catholic, raised Catholic. My mom was like about as Catholic as it comes. The guy who confirmed me. Do y'all know what confirmation is?
Yeah.
I went through it.
The guy that confirmed me was a guy named Bishop Francis Stafford. He was the bishop of where I grew up, and then he became the Archbishop of Denver, and then he became a cardinal. And he was the cardinal in Rome that did the last confession of Pope John Paul II before John Paul died. And he's in.
Oh wow.
He's last I checked, he's still alive. He's probably around 90, but he's in Rome at the Vatican. And I've been meaning to go over there because his secretary said that there's parts of the Vatican that if you know somebody or you have like sponsorship from someone who's at a high level there, you get to see other areas of the Vatican you don't see on a regular tour, like works of art
That'd be
and
so
things that are not
cool.
on display.
Oh man, drunk
What's up,
Rico
Jay?
in the chat.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh my goodness.
I need to talk to 3PO. I've got an idea for him for his jaywalking series that I will
3PO, I love him.
pay for.
I'm wearing your OG shirt.
Let's pitch it.
So I will fly him. See if you guys are interested in this. So I will fly him into Memphis and put him up in a hotel and do a series of videos of however he wants to do it, where we take him to Sun Studios, we track him through like Elvis's history, and then do an archive tour of Graceland where he gets to hold some of the artifacts in the archives where you have to wear the white gloves, and Angie Marchese takes you through. She's the head of the archives at Graceland. So anything of Elvis's that they have to protect, they use the same rules that the Smithsonian uses. And it could be basically it'd be like a jaywalking for 3PO around Elvis.
Oh, nice.
That sounds pretty cool.
That'd be really sweet.
And I would have someone there with him, a couple of interviews lined up for him, people that were with Elvis the last, 2 years or so before he died. To tell stories about what went down the last year or two.
Jay said, I'm assuming it's going from let's do it this year to next year.
Yeah, it's easier to do when the weather's better. So, I was thinking like spring. You don't want to do it in the December, January, February.
Yeah, you want the trees to be up.
So Leslie, you notice nobody's ever asked me about this, but 104 videos in, every video I do when I sign off, I always say TCB. That's because when I was a little kid, my dad was friends with Elvis and several of the guys in the Memphis Mafia, and so he took me to Graceland the last probably year and a half before Elvis died a couple of times, and so there's a link to Elvis with my father.
Cool.
So I was kind of raised around Elvis and some of the guys that worked for Elvis.
Nice.
Weren't you talking about that last week when we talked? You brought
Yeah,
that up.
maybe. Yeah, it's a. Yeah, I think last time
Don't
Rollo,
you live in Nashville?
I live right outside of Memphis. I live
Oh,
between
okay.
Memphis and Nashville. This week was crazy. I was in Nashville 3 days this week, and there's a place called Natchez Trace, which Justin Timberlake's got a ranch there. It's so beautiful, man. It's like horse farms, ranches. It's all these elites from California and other place are starting to gobble up property there.
Right.
And but I had a couple things around Franklin, Tennessee, and the Natchez Trace, and it's just beautiful, man. I was coming home from a thing at a golf club called West Haven, and the sun was setting, the sky was like pinkish orange, and these hills look like mountains and rolling streams and these horse farm, beautiful, man. It just made me feel like I was like, it's like it's like a lost place in the South that you don't see as much anymore, right? Just the beauty of how it used to be in terms of the land.
Hey, I have a question for you. What does Knoxville? How is that there?
I wouldn't necessarily live in Knoxville. Knoxville, the city, is just really about the campus, the university, and the city's not all that great. But the areas 20 minutes outside of it are really beautiful because you've got mountains. You've got the Smoky Mountains.
Well,
So
I want to move to the Smoky Mountains. There's a
beautiful.
little town a little east from there, and I'm actually working on moving that way.
Johnson City and that whole area. I think Graber's daughter was
next
talking about,
spring.
like, there's lots of areas around Knoxville, the Smoky Mountains. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful.
Yeah. I love mountains. I grew up around mountains.
Yeah. You know, when you start in Memphis, it's the bluff city. So it's like flat right along the Mississippi River. And as you start going east, like you're heading to Nashville, you start to see the flat land turn to rolling hills. And then it just gets bigger and bigger. And then by the time you get to the corner of the state, it's the Smoky Mountains in Appalachia.
Well, I live in Appalachia right now.
Okay.
The mountains again, Gandalf. Mountains.
Mountains. I'm from Oregon. That's how you say it.
So I saw The Creator today. There was five people in the theater.
Oh,
Was it good though? Is it a boy movie?
No. It's not a boy movie.
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
So I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm probably gonna do it Sunday to give people time to see it, but I'm gonna do a live stream on it. You know, here's all I'll say is it's a good movie. It did not look like he spent $80 million. It looked good. I think he was smart, and that he filmed a lot of it in Asia.
Yeah,
and it had that kind of other, almost not, even though it takes place on Earth, but it had a kind of an other planetary or futuristic vibe to it because of the robots, and the ships and things like that. But basically, he saved money by just filming. It looked like he was filming in Thailand or Vietnam. The only problem I have with it that you have to just going in, you have to say, look, I'm going to check this at the door, is that it's a little bit repetitive in the fact that the bad guys are the Americans and the good guys are the Asians. That's kind of the, you know, even though, you know, it's the AI, it's the robots, but it's all, you know, the battle is in New Asia. Yeah. And so I'm kind of tired of seeing every single movie, the Americans are just the evil ones. They're just the worst.
Well, I'm tired of seeing it.
Times when it was the Russians that were all those.
I'm tired. I was telling them
Yeah.
a little earlier. What's on my last nerve is that even the new movie Wish coming out, the bad guy is a white man.
Yeah, all us white men are evil.
Yeah, and
Tired of it.
I'm trying to think if the lady's name is Allison Janney. You'd have to look it up and see who.
Yeah,
plays
Allison Janney. Yep.
Yeah, she plays, her and a couple other individuals play the bad guys, and then you have the black guy is, you know, turns into a kind of a hero, and then who's the guy that was in The Last Samurai?
Tom Cruise.
Ken Watanabe, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Ken Watanabe, yeah.
He's one of the highlights of it. He does a good job. The main guy, I'm very interested, just straight up. This movie should do well globally. It should do well in the Asian markets, but China has a racial problem, right? So they did it with
You're
Finn
right.
and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Are they going to go out and see a movie where the main character is played by a black actor? I'm very interested in seeing how this movie does in China, because this is a movie.
It's funny you say that, because the Marvels released their new poster the other day, and I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Yeah, and the characters are really small on it.
Well, so it's not necessarily that. It's the fact that obviously, so Sam Jackson is in it, and well, he's a global superstar. He's going to bring in money, in my opinion, anywhere the movie is. But what's her name is playing the female. Where are they? Who's the bad guy in the first Guardians movie?
She's the female Ronan.
Ronan the
Conqueror.
Ronan the Accuser?
She plays a female accuser. And in this poster, for some reason I can't find it.
Oh, is the girl in the Creator? Is it Gemma Chan?
Yes.
Dude, first of all, she's easy to look at. That's the first thing.
Yeah,
Second
she was
of all,
in the Eternals also.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think they I didn't get the Eternals. I think that was a miss.
I didn't care for it.
That's a terrible movie, so I don't blame you if you like it.
Yeah,
A little bit.
it's like the guy that was in Obi-Wan that played the comedic element in the Eternals. I just didn't get it. He's not funny. He's stupid. He was good in Silicon Valley. That's about it. That show was so well written. It was easy for him.
About the African American guy?
No, the Indian guy.
Oh, Kumar Nanjiani.
Yeah. I don't dislike him, but he's just not funny.
He plays like the same part in everything he's in.
He's just that guy. He's honestly, I don't mean to say it this way, but he's like that funny Indian guy in every movie.
But the creator had kind of the creator had a little bit of a vibe like those what are those South African movies that dealt with like robots and
like District 9 and Chappie.
Yeah, it had a little District 9 feel to it.
That's what I said earlier.
I thought District 9 was great.
I love District 9.
Yeah, I really enjoyed District 9.
Yeah, I think this movie is not going to do good in the States because it just doesn't feel like an American movie. The creator, it doesn't feel like it would play to an American audience. That's just my opinion. And it's kind of like District 9. When you saw that, you're like, okay, I see how there's some potential here, but that movie didn't do good in America. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. I want to see Gareth do well because he made a visually, it looked good visually for the money he spent to make it. Did it remind you of Solo? No.
So
no, I'll tell you, I was watching it and it made me want to do like 10 videos and have Robert Meyer Burnett back on and dig deep into, are we getting into a real danger zone with AI? Or are we getting to the point where, AI takes us down to some roads we can't come back from as a society? Because in the movie that, there's a big part of humanizing the robots. And I don't know about you guys, but
fuck that.
A robot is a robot. A machine does not have feelings. And trying to make me feel like a machine has feelings because you put a face on it is really stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid. And it reminds me of my dad had his car when I was young and he called his car by, his car was like a female, right? He loved her.
Careful now. Cars do have feelings.
Well, look, it's kind of, it does it. John, it plays into the guy who, the person that loves their boat or their motorcycle, and they kind of have a term of endearment for it. But at the end of the day, it's still a machine.
Well, what you're explaining is Ex Machina, essentially.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like that you have some of these writers and these content, these movie creators, filmmakers that are trying to make us like, we need to humanize these things. Everything has feelings. Everything does not have feelings. And I feel like they're trying to preach a little bit. And the movie has a little bit of that, but I enjoyed it. There wasn't really too many characters in it that annoyed me. And I think he did a damn good job for, let's put it this way, watching that movie and anything like the ships and the tech look better than anything I've seen in Marvel or Star Wars lately.
Well, I'll tell you, that's some pretty good praise right there, because there's not many people I've heard that are more critical about things than Sundowners. But has anyone seen the new Netflix movie about the Zulu coming out?
No.
I know.
No, I've heard about it. I haven't seen anything about it yet.
Look at this poster.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
They will never, ever, ever do that.
Yeah. No, that's not cultural appropriation.
It got me. I'll be honest. It got me for like half a second. I was like, hang on a second.
Caleb,
that doesn't look like him.
First of all, they would never do that movie. Never, ever, ever do that. And then DiCaprio would never play that.
Well, I didn't think Scarlett Johansson would play the person she played like 4 years ago.
Oh, Ghost in the Shell. Yeah.
Well, that one, but there's another one too, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, she actually does look like similar to the girl from Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, but the main character in Ghost in the Shell, she's of like supposed
she's
to be
Japanese.
Asian.
Yeah. It would be like making Akira, but
yeah, and she's a white woman with the name of Motoko Kusanagi.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Sundowners.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me that like most modern sci-fi movies tend to copy and paste the visual atmosphere of previous installments within this genre? Because like that's kind of like where my biggest draw the line is that like movies like Ex Machina and District 9, I felt like they built a genuinely unique atmosphere, like visually and within the story, when it comes to sci-fi. Because like I feel like lately they're just doing remakes, or they're kind of like copying and pasting things. Like when you're explaining the creator, it sounds like a softer take of the Terminator, right? Like you have this AI that's taking over the world and people are fighting it. And then like I haven't seen the movie yet, but I'm kind of just guessing here. I feel like they're trying to save this like AI being in this version.
Yeah, it's like the Terminator. It's like the Terminator, but with the opposite effect. It's whereas the Terminator created a story based on the machines, destroying humankind, right? That Skynet, took over. This one kind of and I won't say anymore. This one goes the opposite direction of that. But it's almost like listening to a band and you go, that doesn't sound exactly like Def Leppard, but I think I heard that riff on Rock Till You Drop.
So I don't know if you guys are aware.
Yeah, you're right. I've seen that.
I don't know if you guys know Lex Friedman.
I love Lex Friedman. I think he's smart as hell.
He just did a podcast with Mark Zuckerberg in the metaverse, and they like completely did it like with virtual glasses, and they saw each other in the like black space, whatever you want to call it. And on top of that, we have Elon Musk trying to build and perfect the Neuralink, and he's saying that like we won't need to communicate with language and whatnot. Like, if it's successful, like where does that leave us in 20 years if you can just look at someone and connect with them virtually, not have to like speak to them?
Lex is like, I watch a lot of his stuff. Lex is like the guy you want in the room when you're trying to make a decision or you're trying to look at all the facts and every angle of, a problem or a challenge, but you don't want him in charge. I don't totally trust anybody who doesn't seem like they regularly get laid. Because they don't have that.
Well, don't trust me then.
Well,
I don't know why you would say that on the internet, dude.
I mean, from a standpoint of like someone who has millions of subscribers or whatever he's got, like Lex is pretty big in the content creation standpoint, right? But there's just, it's like whether you're male, female, straight, gay, none of that stuff matters. You have to have had that experience that, that like a social interaction, either growing up or in your life, to where you're out there and you're feeling it, right? And Lex seems like he's a little bit, in a room in front of the monitor too much. It's like he's a great theoretical person. That's why he interviews people about chess, right? A lot of things he talks about are great conversation pieces. That's why I watch them. But it's almost like, hey, Lex, go out and do it, live it, and I hope a lot of young people that are in their 20s are the things they're talking about and the things they're commenting on before they zap somebody on social media or try to cancel people. Go out and live it. Go out and go out and have an experience.
My generation, like, I love a lot of the people I went to high school with, but even some of my own friends, I'm like, you guys gotta not do that. You gotta wake up to it, because the more and more, like, here's the thing: they think that what they're doing is they're going against the system, but in reality, they're going with it. And
yeah.
And
you know why, Rolo? Because John, anybody who's lived long enough, Donna can talk about this, Sarge, like everybody who's on here, like if you're over a certain age, that when you hear people spouting a lot, the younger they are, and you can tell right away if they haven't had that experience to realize that they're being manipulated.
Yes,
they're being thrown into the blender.
And it's even sad for me, because I try to talk to my friends about this, and I have some friends from high school that I try to speak to about this, and they just don't understand what I'm talking about. And I'm like, you're doing it right now. Like, you don't even realize. And I'm not trying to convince them one way or another. I'm just trying to see what their opinions really are, and they never have an answer for it.
I think this is due to nature versus nurture. And naturally you have specific genes, habits, and whatnot that you've picked up and have grown through how you were raised. So I don't think it's nature versus nurture. I think it's nature like with nurture, like nature with nurture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a combination of how you were raised and the habits picked up through bloodlines. And like,
well, it's not even that. Like, I think I'm a little bit different than a lot of my counterparts in my generation, because I'm an only child, so I mostly grew up with adults. So I might have and I have completely different views than my mother does. Yet even she's now coming to me going, as a woman who's more on the liberal side, she's now coming to me going, oh my God, man, I'm just tired of this, that, and the third. I'm like, and that's what I've been telling you about for the past 4 years.
Yeah, but how you interact with people is based off of what you've seen, what you're used to, and the experiences that you've been through.
Exactly. And I'm used to interacting with adults more than anything.
Right. But the biggest difference because I would say that like me and Caleb's generation is the cusp of like technology.
Nikki says expected from a Californian. Hey, I was down.
Daniel, I'm the same way though, because a lot of people like to think that I'm like, I'm in the Zoomer generation. Yeah, because I was in the last year of that. Like,
no. You grew up with the ability to on your phone pull up a
I didn't
location.
I didn't have a phone until I was 12 years old. I'm 22 now.
So I was 12 years old.
Wow.
You guys,
I am with a lot of
I have Jungle Boots older than you.
of first year college students, okay?
I agree with Nikki, by the way.
And in my classes, I am seeing that the young gentlemen, the good students, the young gentlemen, they are really they really am jealous about they really want to go back to a time when they like our childhood. They look on our childhood, my childhood, as like a glory time because
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And they are really the young gentlemen. Now the girls, they're still TikTok twits, but
oh,
the boys, they constantly, and they one kid last term in the spring term had told me that he every time he dates one of these girls, they just he just wants a traditional. He would love to.
I remember that growing up, Nikki.
Yeah. So Donna, I'm glad you said that because that's how I feel.
They just want to provide and take care of family and all of that, and in my perspective,
Andor.
Well, Donna,
no, you're right, Donna. You're right. Like
the young men are, and I've been watching a lot of YouTubes where you have these young, they're just young gentlemen, young kids that are just like, hey, is Trump really a bad guy? And and then they're like finding out, and now we have a lot of men are just going. I mean, politically,
you know what you say, Donna?
Going to the right.
Well, how you said are they freshmen in college or freshmen in high school? What are their ages?
Freshmen in high school, where from 18 to 20 is what I think.
This is why I couldn't be a teacher in school. I love teachers. Like you probably couldn't say this, but I would say, is Trump a bad guy? I go, listen, you're 14. You don't need to know anything about politics.
That's why I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy growing up.
You need to be finding the girl and trying to get her out. If your parents drop you off somewhere because you don't have a car yet, you need to be trying to build yourself towards getting laid.
I understand that.
When I was 14,
I agree.
When I was 14, who was president? I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't care. I rode my bike.
Reagan
I rode my Diamondback.
I think Reagan was president. I think when
I didn't give a shit with what Sundowners is saying. But as somebody who's the closest one to those people right now, as I'm 22, I have to tell you, the chicks these days are what you see on the internet. When you see people, I want a girl. It's very hard to find. Okay, so what I'm saying is, like, when you go out and try to find a girl these days,
get off my lawn.
It's remarkable. Hey, it's not that it's difficult to find one. That's the easy thing. It's to find one that's actually mentally there and isn't just a TikTok addicted person or somebody that is so superficial that you can't actually have a intellectual conversation with them. And that's really hard to find right now because social media has corrupted my generation so badly. And I'm glad that I'm not...
your generation. This is their world.
Yes, and I'm glad
right here. This is their world.
Younger. If I was even a year younger,
I'm Gen X, Leslie. I'm Gen fucking X.
Fuck yeah,
dude! I'm telling you, when I went away to Isle Royale National Park in Lake Superior,
there you go. There's some advice right there, Rello. Go to the library. Honestly, you can hunt for pussy there.
Real shit, Nikki. I'm gonna take you up on that one.
Sabusi.
Some of these boys, and trust me, they talk, because I'm the diversity hire at the.
I flirt, Nikki. They just don't care. They're all stuck on their phones.
Let Donna talk.
I'm a diversity hire at the college I work for, right? Because they need to make sure that everybody knows that, oh, we do hire Republicans, right? So so what happens is I have a lot of students that aren't even in my class, which I'll be going out to my car, or I'll be just going to pick something up at the lunch counter or something. They stop me and talk to me. A lot of these young boys, and a lot of them are just scared as hell to just ask a girl out because of all of the craziness.
Dude,
Yeah, because here's the thing. These days, like for me, I asked my
I've heard that from some of the young guys.
Yes, I'm a
at work, too.
diversity hire.
So my girlfriend that I had for 2.5 years, she lived with me during COVID and stuff like that. Like I was terrified to ask her out just because I had met her in class in my college, and it ended up working out for a long time. I mean, she cheated on me, screw her, but
You did a couple times.
that's 2 times in a row I've been cheated on, man. That shit sucks.
Yeah. That you know of.
But yeah, that I know of. But it's even like nowadays, a lot of guys don't even want to ask out a girl because you're so worried that you, by saying, "Hey, I really like your shirt today," as a simple thing, like, I'm not that I would say that, but I'm saying, like, as a simple thing of being like, "Yo, you got a Star Wars shirt on." I mean, I even feel that way about talking to random people. Like earlier, I saw somebody yesterday with an Eagles shirt on, and I said, "Go Birds." And that one guy was like, "Hell yeah, go Birds," you know?
No.
But 90% of the time, people just give you a dirty look, like, "Why are you looking at me?" and you get that same thing from a lot of these girls these days that just think you're trying to be a weirdo, when in reality, you're just trying to be nice. And even if you're trying to be more than nice, it's different. Like,
hey, you know what listen, I think Nikki just taught me a lesson. I think I am the guy that's get off my lawn back in my day. But anyway, my dad used to tell
I'm
me,
definitely that now. Yeah.
My dad used to
dude,
tell me
I'm 20.
You're not that, bro.
No,
my dad used to tell me, he would say,
out of here.
He would say, "Hey, if you ask 5 girls out, or in 1 or 2 say yes and 3 say no, if you were in Major League Baseball, that puts you in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
All you got to do is average
3 out of 10 puts you in the Hall of Fame every year.
Hall of effing fame, man. If you don't ask, who cares if they say no, move on to the next one.
That's what I do.
Unless you live in Alaska, where 2 out of every 3 people are guys. Unless you're into guys, that's great.
Move.
But if you're into girls, you got to move somewhere. You got to go where the girls are.
Exactly.
And then I'm sorry, but like, if you want to, if there's 5 girls, there's always going to be the fat friend that tries to get her friend not to talk to you. So you got to get her separated, and then you got to zero in on the girl and ask her out, and she says yes or no. Move on to the next freaking one.
See, the girl,
buddy,
the girl
to
I
dive
was
on the
talking
grenade
about,
and talk to the what's the acronym
for? What?
Duff.
Caleb, I was gonna say the girl that I was just mentioning that I did ask out in college is the one you know the story about.
The one that committed a felony? Yeah.
Yeah, the one who basically committed a felony in a certain way, but yes.
On you? Did she do something bad?
What's a certain kind of way to commit a felony?
You gotta tell the story, bro.
Yeah.
Nikki doesn't want to come on. Nikki, you don't have your hair done? Is that why you don't want to come on camera?
Well, I have to. I can't. I don't want to tell the story.
Don't pick on Nikki. Nikki, she's a sweetheart.
I don't
know,
like
I know.
I've hardly drank it all today.
Hey, Rolo, don't feel bad. I'm 58. I still haven't found the right one.
Yeah, I mean,
my dating history is
it's
horrible.
just how I am. And like, so I had one that cheated on me, and I had one that was mentally insane. So
okay, here's another thing, Rolo.
Until I was stuck in Massachusetts with her.
Hey, Rolo, here's another thing that any woman will tell you is true. All women are crazy.
Yes.
All women.
Oh, wait,
They're
wait,
just
wait, wait.
you gotta
Yes.
find.
Hang on,
Yes, they are.
hang on.
They've proven
Donna,
that.
is that true?
Hey, Donna, agree with me on this. So Rolo, they're all crazy, but there's a
Thank you,
spectrum
Leslie.
of 1 to 10. There's a spectrum of 1 to 10. You just have to find the girl that is a 2 or a 3 on the crazy scale. You don't go out with a one that's a 6, 7, or an 8. A 9 or a 10 will kill you. But a 6,
Well,
7,
they're
or 8,
locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a crazy hot matrix, dude. Like,
so
it's
it's
real.
find the girl that's a 2 or a 3, and you go, hey, I'll take it. Because she's going to bitch at you. There's going to be days where there's nothing you can do that's right. And then you just keep your mouth shut and you go, yep, sorry, my fault. I'm sorry. And move on. And that's a win.
Life.
That's a win.
I mean, like I said, I lived with my ex for all of COVID. And because her family had, like, her dad and mom, they adopted her, and they had extreme health issues, both of them, because they were, they adopted her when they were like already in their 50s, so like they were like in the late 60s, 70s, and so
Don't
That's
say
true.
that, Leslie.
yeah,
It's true though. It's true.
it made sense.
That's okay.
But-
Pilgrim is the soulless ginger.
But yeah, I mean, living with her was great until I literally caught her on the phone with another dude. Then I literally grabbed the phone and I was like, "What's up, bro? How you doing?"
Just so y'all know, that's not the story that he's not telling.
Oh, that's not the story. I will tell the story, but I don't want to tell the story with Donna here.
With Donna here.
It's
Nah,
it's a
you don't have to tell the
story.
story.
I feel rude telling it.
Now you have to.
He's a shy storyteller.
You are. If you guys want me to tell it, I will tell it.
So we've got two gingers here. We've got Leslie and the Gray Pilgrim, and apparently that is half the ginger population.
Hey, let's go.
You know me, Nikki. I'm all about diversity.
We do not condone ginger side on this stream.
Blondes have more fun, though.
What?
I don't even want to tell the story with Nikki in chat. I
Hey,
feel
Donna,
like
didn't I met you at ICCC, right?
Yes.
Briefly? Okay. I was trying to remember. I thought so.
Yeah, that was so much fun. Well, the first
Well,
year.
no, it was this
First year.
last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
couldn't.
first year.
Y'all had the thing back at the hotel, but I was staying at the Opryland Hotel. So
I was
I had
hanging
to-
out with
That's a nice
with Mark Dotson. That was awesome.
that's right. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, Sundowners, I
Diary from Rome.
gotta admit something to you. That package you sent me.
Yeah.
One of my fucking siblings or my dad took it in, opened it, and all of a sudden the glass disappeared. So I've been trying to find it at my parents' house.
Which glass was it?
You
Which
sent me
one?
the one with the map of
The Westeros map.
All right. You want me to get you? I'll send you
No.
another one.
I'm gonna find this because, like, I'm literally so mad at my family for doing this. There's 4 people that live at the house. Not one of them can tell me who opened the box, who unpacked it, and where this cup went. And all I've been being told is, "Oh, it'll show up."
Nikki's gonna be so pissed. She's so pissed at you.
I'm pissed.
You lost a map of Westeros glass.
I'm pissed.
They're good glasses too. I've got. If you want me to send you another one, I will. Hey,
no.
I think I may have shipped out like 60 items since X-Wing last shipped out one item. Have I?
Yeah, man, I'm still waiting on my vintage
Let's
Boba
see.
Fett.
The last time X-Wing shipped out an item was
So you didn't just forget about me then? Like, I was gonna text him the other
no.
day.
So the
I'm
last
kidding.
giveaway, he actually mailed stuff, and it wasn't a giveaway; it was a trivia thing he did.
Yes,
He
and
did
the
a
trivia
trivia
one, I
thing.
won the vintage Boba Fett, and I never got it.
He did a trivia thing in February, I think.
He shipped
And
it. Hey, Rissman, like I was trying to find. I know Caleb's address, but I was trying to find the 2 other people that I was supposed to ship stuff to because they didn't send me any messages on Twitter. And I went to look up the video, and Echo Base they took the video down. Did they take the stream down?
It might be a member. Well, yeah, I assume you're a member.
Yeah, I would have been able to see it. I can't find. I can't find it. I was trying to find their. I mean, I know the one person goes by Anakin, but how the hell am I going to know
which Anakin?
Yeah.
So somebody won the Thrawn artwork, and then somebody won the Luke and Grogu, the thing that I'm sending you, Caleb.
I didn't win.
Oh yeah, Sundowners.
Oh,
How you
yeah,
think about
it's
Ahsoka?
down.
Good, isn't it? I want your Ahsoka. I think it's a pretty good show. Are you thinking it's a pretty good show?
Ahsoka?
Yeah.
That's a look like you. Do you really want me to be honest here?
Oh, John is sharing something, guys.
Oh, you want to hit play?
Oh yeah, yeah.
This
The
is
gravy hot,
it's so true. I gotta hit the play button here.
Hot Crazy Matrix. It's everything a young man needs to know about women. I've developed this on my own over 46 years of living on the earth. So this is how it works.
Look at this guy with a pager
He's
on
an
his
expert. He's been around for 46 years.
You have your crazy axis.
Wait, see this at all?
And your hot axis.
I have seen
Hot
that.
Matrix, man.
Hot is, as usual, measured from 0 to 10. We're all familiar with that. Crazy is measured from 4 to 10 because, of course, there's no such thing as a woman who's not at least a 4 crazy.
That's true. That's true.
So,
That is
this is your
so
hot crazy
wrong.
line right here. Very important that you keep in mind where the hot crazy line is. As a rule, this is your no-go zone. We do not hang around and date and marry women who are not, at least in our mind, a 5. So this is your no-go zone. You don't go here. We just rule this out. Life is better this way. That's the way it is. All right. Above a 5 and to about an 8 and below the crazy line.
Oh, that's perfect.
This is your fun zone. You can hang out here and meet these girls and spend time with them. That's your fun zone. But keep in mind, when you're in the fun zone, you want to move out of the fun zone.
No, you
to a
don't.
more permanent location.
This guy's a retard.
So that's the fun zone. Above a 5,
he is
hot. Below an 8, hot.
You don't always
And
want to
below the crazy line. This means these are most of the time not crazy. Okay.
That is so
Above
wrong.
the danger zone, above the crazy line, we have the danger zone. This is your redheads, your strippers, anyone named Tiffany. This is hairdressers. This is where your car gets keyed. You get a bunny in the pot.
Yep.
Your tires get slashed, and you wind up in jail. Now that we have some of the chart filled in, we got a couple more pieces to put in.
They
But at
renamed
this
that the
point,
Russell Brand
understand
zone.
something. This is not a static environment. This is a situation where you have got to use this matrix over time to develop some reliable data. It's like a dope chart, okay? Because at any moment in time, any woman that you have previously located on this chart can vanish from that location and appear anywhere else on the chart. So what you have to do is over time collect some data. And once you have a cluster of data points, you can begin to consider that reliable. Now, moving on, you have this zone here. This is below the crazy line, above an 8 hot, but still, about a 7 crazy. This is your date zone.
This is not the scale, by the way, guys.
You can stay in the date zone indefinitely. These are women that you introduce to your friends and your family. They're good looking and they're reasonably not crazy most of the time. Okay, so you can stay here indefinitely. Now, above an 8 hot and between about a 7 and a 5 crazy, this is your wife zone. Okay, when you meet this girl, you should consider a long-term relationship. This zone is not scaled to size. This is a representation and not an actual This is not a pie chart showing you how many of these people are out there. This is simply a representation of what you're after. You want to be 5 to 7 crazy, above an 8 hot. That's your wife's zone. Okay. Now, below 5 crazy,
so shallow,
and above an 8 hot, this is your unicorn zone. These things don't exist. If you find a unicorn, please capture it safely, keep it alive. We'd like to study it and maybe look at how to replicate that. Okay. So I was explaining this to a guy one time, and he said, wait a minute. I met this girl, and she's like smoking hot. She's like at least a 9, and she's chill. She's totally cool. She's like not even a 3 crazy. I said, you're telling me you've met a girl, she's a 9 hot, and she's like a 2 or a 3 crazy. He said, yeah, man, I like her a lot. I said, you should be careful. That's a dude. You're talking to a tranny. So you got to be careful, because down here below a 4 crazy and above an 8 hot, you're probably talking to a dude. That is the universal hot crazy matrix.
All right, Dana, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask.
Yep.
Oh, John left. Exit button.
That is effed up.
That is hilarious.
Hey, when you guys were talking about giving stuff away and all that, I have this still in the tube. Never been opened, never been hung. It's a Return of the Jedi Pizza Hut poster that they gave out.
Do not open it.
No, it's never been opened.
Do not open it.
It was from the special editions.
I
might give it away during the live stream on Monday, or I might just give it away now. Who would be interested in it?
I would.
Every single person here would be interested.
It's an Ewok.
I still would.
I'm a little less interested.
I want it.
Nikki, you want it?
I'd be interested.
I'm going to give it away.
She did. So did Donna.
Figures and everything.
He wants it.
Well, Bobby, I'd be interested, but I feel you should definitely give it away in the chat.
Nikki and Donna both said they're interested. Now,
I got a special figure collector set for you.
If I was shallow and a child, I would suggest some sort of like physical competition to see who wins.
Well,
It's,
Caleb, at least you're one
the
of these
Ewok. It's
Are we doing
it's
mud
Wicked,
wrestling?
the
Is
Ewok.
Don and Nikki doing mud wrestling?
Oh,
Yellow wrestling.
She has spoken.
No, give
Nikki
it to
said
Nikki.
Donna wins.
I'll give it to Donna. All right, Donna, I'll send you this.
EBN has Nightbot. We have Nikki.
Yeah. And
I think.
hold on, I got
better
I got another thing. Hold.
Oh, you muted yourself. Oh, okay.
Hey, come here. Do you want to stick your head in and talk about
My wife just timing of all of this.
Hey, Caleb, my wife just walked in. You want to stick your head in and talk about the crazy scale? Like,
you're with fire.
1 to 10.
You are playing with fire.
And so there's the hotness scale and the crazy scale.
Yeah, walk away.
Hey, guys, we
walk
might
away,
see
Sundowner.
him get
Walk
divorced
away.
live on air.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
She's
Come here.
going to slap him.
No,
Come here.
Are we gonna see you get divorced live on air?
Caleb doesn't have any subs, so nobody's gonna see this. Come here.
She's
Oh,
big.
wait a minute. I gotta wait now.
John.
Oh,
Here,
hello
stick
there.
Behave, John.
She's about to go to bed. She's like, "You put me on camera."
Well, so am
Come here.
I.
Stick your head in.
She's like, I'm a little bit afraid of that creepy guy.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
nice. What a
so-
sweetheart.
Still, are there any women on the crazy scale that are between 0 and 3? On the crazy
right.
scale,
No, they're all pretty. Everybody pretty's crazy.
right? There's just you want it the low. We're trying to teach Rolo. He's like 14 years old. So we're trying to teach him like if you can find a girl that you're attracted to, and she's like a 3 or 4 or 5, don't run away from that. Just settle for that because there's nothing better than that.
No, I use the crazy hot matrix.
No, it's not a crazy scale. It's a tolerable scale.
Yeah.
How much can you tolerate? Am I wrong?
Well, are you asking my wife that about tolerating
I think so.
neighbors?
Sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah. I've been gone for 3 days in Nashville, like the 1230 Club and all these places in Nashville. And she's raising kids and taking puppies out to go outside to poop. So
I got the other thing I'm going to give away. It's this Moss
Nice segue, Bobby.
Now,
encounter.
we're back to the geek stuff. She doesn't want to be a part of any of the toy stuff.
It's
What is that?
Hold
I
on a
can't
second.
see it.
Bobby,
Hold on a
your
second.
filter thing is.
Yeah, I'm
screwing
taking
with
out the filter.
She's about to knock off all my collectibles off the shelves. Be careful.
Oh.
This is a professional YouTube studio.
Star Wars
nice to meet
1. Oh,
Nice.
no.
Ooh, that's sweet.
God, that mall is
She won't go on
creepy.
camera.
Yeah, it's got Sebulba, Jar Jar, and Anakin.
My daughter would freak.
Yeah, that's
She
what
just
I'm
walked
gonna
out. She just walked out. I don't understand what the point of that was.
Okay.
She doesn't get you.
They don't ever understand us, man.
We're trying to teach
complicated
Rolo
beings.
about life.
All right, Leslie, if you want that set, I will send it to you.
Nikki, same here. Same here.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Thanks, Sundowners.
Hey, wait a minute.
You know my last boyfriend.
Show him the puppy. Show him the puppy. Come here. Show me this puppy. Nikki will love this.
I should really make this full screen because this will give me subs. I hear puppies work well for channels.
They work in my van.
I had my puppy.
Oh my God! Now that is a beautiful puppy.
Oh my goodness.
I want to cuddle that thing.
He's a sweet Bubba.
Boy or girl?
Boy. Deacon. He's Deacon.
I love
What a
him.
good name.
I want to cuddle him.
Look at the little bubber.
So
Oh.
Oh, what's his name?
Deacon.
Deacon.
Deacon. He's so sweet.
Oh,
my
John, that was about the dog.
Nothing like
Hey, if I leave that dog in here, I'll have no YouTube channel in a week. Every cord will be chewed up.
Everything will be pretty cute up the drum set.
there's just nothing like a what was that retriever? There's nothing like
Yeah. So my son has electronic drum set. He's chewed
Not
on all
anymore, he
the
doesn't.
cords.
Yeah, not anymore. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't have electronic drum set anymore.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
John, I think that looks like a kiss to me.
How was that one? Double winky face, even.
I think men are crazy, so it's not women.
What?
It's men.
It's okay. We think everyone thinks everyone's
It's
crazy.
okay. Every woman thinks
Yeah.
that men are crazy when in reality we just want to work. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
My last boyfriend was crazy.
Oh, I've known some guys in my day that were friends of mine that did some things for their ex-girlfriends. Not in that way, but I'm literally like, you're kind of the nutty one in this relationship. Like, just from what I'm seeing from the outside, you're a little bit weird. I'm like, dude, you gotta get your crap together because I know her and you. Like, one of my best friends was dating a girl, and she was a really big part of our friend group. And then I was like, well, I've never specifically seen anything, so I can't speak on that. But just the way that you're acting, man, like, I
What is this?
wouldn't treat my girlfriend that way. Is all I
I'm
say.
on Daimyo to meet my daughter.
Sundowners, I Spy.
I want that to happen too, Donna. I'm
You
with
play the.
Make it
you
happen.
shared your whole screen.
But guys, I do gotta head out. So I will talk to you guys next time. John, I don't know. Are you gonna do this show on Tuesday?
No, I'm gonna do it Monday because I'm gonna be in Tuesday.
Okay, cool.
Monday
All right,
at
well,
6:30.
I'll see you Monday then.
Okay, I got a stream scheduled 7:30 Monday.
No.
Well, because
Infighting.
No, I will. I will see you guys when I see you, John. You got my number. Bobby, I emailed you so we can talking with that.
Yep. Yeah, Leslie, I'll send you this set. Just my email's listed on my about section on my channel.
Bobby, I thought you were talking to Rolo. I thought you called him Leslie.
Oh no,
No,
I was talking with Leslie Tarkin.
No, he's talking about Leslie.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was gonna
but yeah,
say, I don't
I'll
remember
hook you up.
asking for it.
I'll hook you up, Rolo.
Oh,
I was like, I don't remember asking for that one.
Rolo.
Yeah, no, yeah, Rolo. I'll hook you up with stickers.
Sick.
No.
Yeah, I want to give them
Nicky,
away so I can give them to some of my people, and then have
Romeo is a good Christian boy.
Cool.
Real quick, Rollo, Special Ray says, "Keep your head up. All will be well." Thank you so much for coming by tonight.
Rolo, you come to Nashville. Memphis will be too dangerous for you, but you come to Nashville and
I know I'm a little bit too German for Memphis.
No, Memphis is a giant. Memphis is probably more. It's a Graber town, but
I don't have an invite.
What does that mean?
Because
I'm
I
in
think
Philly right now with all the riots. It's a lot of fun up here.
I think Graber could walk into any joint and literally like
walk out
experience. Yeah.
Well, I don't think Graber can piss off anyone. Like,
I can't. You got to walk in like you own the place.
He's got a couple ex-wives. He's definitely pissed off people.
No, I just mean that like John Graber could walk into that bar where he walks in and he's like, "Hello, everybody," and everyone turns around and they're all like looking at him. And then they're like, "Oh, I like this guy." And then by the end of like, the next hour, he's partying with everybody. But yeah, man, I would love to come down to Nashville at some point. My buddy just went there, loved it. My parents love it there. I would love to go there. So, yeah, I'm trying to make my way down south. Hopefully, in spring, I might be seeing Caleb. So, there we go. But yeah, I'll see you guys on John's stream and on Wednesday on the Roller Rumcast. So.
Cool.
Peace out, Rollo.
Yep. Peace, guys. Thank you. Have a
See ya.
great
We'll see ya.
weekends. Much love. And Sundowners, I'm looking forward to your next videos.
I got a One Piece video coming out tomorrow, and we're
Can't
doing
wait
a
for it, man.
Stream tomorrow night or Sunday, probably Sunday, a stream where we'll get into the creator.
Awesome. All right. I'll see you guys there.
I always
Bobby, I'll
miss
be in
everybody's
contact.
streams.
Yep.
Have a good one, my friends.
Take it easy,
Bye.
Rollo.
Okay, we got to start with this. Donna, Nikki would like to know why you want to do that to your own flesh and blood.
my daughter. No, I already said.
No, he ain't a good Christian kid.
Daniel has always been a sweetheart to me whenever I've ever talked to him.
Hey, Caleb, I sent you something on DM on Twitter, but it's got my personal thing on it. So if you
Daniel,
show
are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just getting roasted, so I figured I might as well just be a little bit more quiet.
Damio, I've got some extra glasses. I'll send you another map.
Dude, I feel so bad. Like
No,
that's why. Like I want to send you at least I don't know, some money.
No.
Oh, I have to
feel
brag
bad.
about something, by the way. I have something to brag about.
Alrighty.
Absolutely.
Are you guys ready?
Is it your
Yep.
breath?
Tears
You heard
of the
about that.
Kingdom.
Stop that.
Tears of the Kingdom. I am now
Pull that
at
up.
99.81% complete.
Cool.
What, Donna, I saw that earlier. Was that on Matt Cave?
Huh?
Was that on Matt Cave?
Yeah, but well, back then it was like 99.4 something, but now I've reached 8.1.
Okay.
So I only have 8.3.
So
'Cause
she
I
had
have
99.7
to go. 0.17 to go.
So she had 99.47% completed at 4:20 p.m.
Were you smoking the ganja?
No, I sent that. I sent that to Matt Cave's little game thing. I'm all excited. That's lots. That is huge.
That's not a small game.
It's not a small game, and it's fun as hell. I like killing monsters. I don't like games where you kill humans. I like monsters.
John Yanni.
Me? Oh yeah, it's like an hour past my bedtime.
Yeah. Well, I have a what is it called?
Quinceañera.
What is this? What is this weekend? Homecoming weekend, and I'm gonna be taking my truck down for the tailgate party.
Man,
I have to be
I
there at
need
like
to go
9
tailgating.
in the morning to get the tailgate party going. So I'm gonna head on out. If
Hey, what
that's
do you guys think? What do you guys think for a title of a thumbnail on One Piece? Tell me what you think about this title. You guys are my editors for a second. So in the thumbnail, it says, if it'll pull up here,
It
it
hasn't
says One Piece on
come
the top of
through
the
yet,
thumbnail,
Leslie.
and then says a manga hit. What do you think about that for the thumbnail? The title in the thumbnail.
I like it. You'll get pushback on the fact that and as I'm sure you know, manga is the written version.
So, but I don't want to put live action in the actual thumbnail. It says a manga hit ? One Piece.
Donna, were you leaving?
Well, I'm wondering what is this One Piece that everybody's talking about?
Ooh.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Sorry, I totally just interrupted Donna. Sorry, Donna. You were saying goodbye and I interrupted you.
I was. But,
We can't see shit on your end. Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Donna, do you like it's kind of like a live action pirate type, kind of fun Pirates of the Caribbean type deal, but with like younger characters.
Yeah.
It doesn't get to any political identity politics stuff. It's just straight up fun adventure. Very, very campy.
What is it on?
Netflix.
Oh, I have Yeah, I have Netflix.
It's fun. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, so One Piece is a anime that started in I think the late 90s. There's over 1,000 episodes, and Netflix has adapted it into the first 6 seasons, I believe. Into dog. You turn the music down a bit. Into a TV show of 8 episodes so far, and they have apparently committed to 12 seasons, which would not only make it eventually the most expensive Netflix show of all time, but the longest running. Because right now, I think Netflix's only long show is Stranger Things at 5 seasons?
Yeah.
Like they're famous for cut stuff at the 2nd and 3rd season.
Peaky Blinders went to 6.
Yeah. But Peaky Blinders wasn't originally a Netflix.
It wasn't.
Yeah. I would say the most important thing about One Piece is it's pirates meets fantasy, and Oda, the creator of the manga, has pretty much full contractual control over it. So he was there during the writing room phase, during the hiring of the actors phase. So he said no to certain things, said yes to certain things, and I just started the anime. I'm pretty far in, and the adaptation's pretty goddamn good. I won't lie. They got a lot of stuff correct.
Donna, I think you'll like it.
I'll try it.
I haven't heard a bad thing about it.
As long as it's not quite a few months ago, Nick, Echo Base Nick, he had said, "Oh, you got to watch the new John Wick."
Oh,
yeah.
Not really Donna rated, is it?
No, it wasn't good. But all dudes think it's a dude thing. It's a dude thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really liked John Wick 4.
John Wick 4, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's definitely a dude thing.
It was
One
horrible.
Piece. So I
That's because it wasn't a Harry Potter movie.
I watched a lot of One Piece when I was a kid.
You know what? They are getting ready to start the new Harry Potter.
Yeah, they're rebooting the whole.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, and I'm all
And
for
you
it.
know
I can't
what?
wait.
A lot of you guys have channels. I don't. I think if somebody, there is a void going on right now. Right now, there is a void. Now, listen to me, you guys. There's a void going on when it comes to Harry Potter, because Harry Potter is one of my big things. And if you're not into Harry Potter very much, and you were to just start, reading the books and then on your channel talk about it, you would have subs out the ass. You have no idea. There's such a void that people, just letting you know. If anybody gets like, oh, what is Harry Potter about? Dude, people would eat it up and you would have subs out the butt. And so
that's
there's a void.
My partner in this, we're hoping to start doing some Harry Potter stuff. We're just kind of waiting for some announcements from Warner and HBO to figure out.
Well, no, it's not. I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about the books.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the books, because the movies, anybody
they messed. They changed a lot.
There's like a couple of channels that they've done the whole thing, but then like the channel that I used to watch that was Harry Potter channel, and I would watch what they come out with every few days. It was great. But then when J.K. Rowling came out as pro woman, and she started getting hit and stuff, these people like slapped her down, and then all of a sudden, they lost a lot of us. They lost a lot of us because they were just saying really rude things about an author we like.
Listen, I hope they redo it with all the new characters and all the actors from the original stuff that have slammed J.K. Rowling, who basically made them millionaires. She made them. Her and Chris Columbus made them millionaires. I want them to do a reboot and have it, cover a lot of stuff that was in the books that is not in the movies, and become a huge hit. And then these jackasses that were in the originals are like, oh, we can't get work now. And nobody feels sorry for them.
They want to commit to 7 seasons. 7 seasons. And the last I heard of it was that they commit to 7 seasons. They're going to get age appropriate everything. Even, because that's what they did in the movies, was everybody was older than the actual character in the book.
Well, that's just because they started the right age.
And then the kids, but I mean, Alan Rickman, love him.
Yeah.
But his character in the book was 30 freaking years old. And there he is, like 50.
Okay, so Caleb, highlight the Great Pilgrim, because this actually ties into what Don was talking about.
You didn't answer my question.
But I'm just saying, if anybody, I'm telling you, if you want to grow your channel or just have something fun, hey, I will even help you, because these people are hungry. There's a void there. There's a void there.
Well, Star Wars Theory has his hand in Harry Potter Theory.
Yeah,
there's that one, but
but he doesn't. He only does it with the movies. He doesn't really get into the books. And
he spent a lot of time. He spent a lot of time on his strength theory, his workout stuff, and then his mental health stuff when he doesn't do Star Wars. There's only until you hire other people to run channels, sub channels, and do the content. You can't do like 5 or 6 channels yourself.
You stretch yourself too thin.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and make it. Hey Donna, I'm gonna make an announcement that's not public yet. I'm gonna make it right now. So we're going to be covering Harry Potter, and I've already gone to an adult store and gotten some bikini stuff for John Graber to wear. So he's going to be in a little wizard hat.
It's okay.
Every-
It's okay, buddy. I don't
John-
have any
Bikini
subs,
stuff.
so no one will know about it.
And
Yeah.
John's gonna be when we cover each episode for the first season. I'm gonna bring John in, and all he's gonna be wearing is a bikini with like wizard stars on it, and dancing around, and it's gonna be fantastic.
I'm in. I'm in.
Well, Nikki,
Yeah.
Nikki, tell them that there really is a void in.
No, it's
for the-
pretty obvious throughout because you know you got you can go to anyone's I don't know if it's a Twitter feed, YouTube feed, and go to that recommended page on your home screen, and whether or not you've spent the entire day only watching music videos or any sports highlights, things like you'll still get recommended things, you know, especially depending on how close you are to a new Disney thing. A Star Wars video, you might get recommended some Marvel stuff, but you don't get recommended Harry Potter stuff, and at least not to the point that you would have been, a decade ago when the last one was getting ready to come out.
Hey Donna, I did a video back in April, and it was around like Epic Universe and the expansion of Universal, and it had Daniel Radcliffe on the thumbnail, and we were talking about expansion of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal, and I put it out for like 8 hours, and it was the fastest growing video I had at that time. It picked up like 3,000. Couple of thousand views like the first few hours, which with the time was like a record for me. And I maybe we violated it, I don't know, but somebody else that had done a website and does all these park videos said that we had used their footage. They had drone footage of like where they were building stuff, and I didn't cite this, I didn't cite that, and they were sending me nasty messages and threatening. And I just pulled it. I was like, I don't want to sit here and get in a fight. It's not worth it. But like literally, there was a lot of talk around Harry Potter, and I put it out, and it picked up like 3,000 views like in 6 hours, which was big for me at the time in April. Like,
So what I understand, like the original criticism of the movies with Harry Potter was because they didn't follow it to a T, like the Great Pilgrim just said. I think One Piece is so successful because they didn't follow it to a T. Like they pulled out a lot of stuff, but they respected the source material. And I think that's something that's missing in a lot of our popular IPs, within our fandom. So what I think with the show is that they're not going to go like chapter by chapter, but they're going to make it relatable to the characters that you actually read in the books.
Well, if you watch the last, let me see, 4, 5, and 6 Harry Potter movies, 4, 5, and 6, they were so off the rails away from the book that it was like, for the book fans, they were
But that's my point. It's not about following it to a T. It's about respecting the source material and the overall characters.
The thing is Harry Potter 4, which is Goblet of Fire, that was so off that, I mean, they didn't even and I don't understand why J.K. Rowling gave them the go-ahead for it, because it was so off the source material. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Well, hey,
anyway,
I just want to jump on here and say hi, and I made it to the campsite, but I'm gonna get back to it, and y'all have a good rest of your night.
You too,
hey, Star Wars dog, I'm going to Jacksonville for the football game. I'm gonna be there.
Oh shoot! Heck yeah, man. Who are you pulling for though? Okay, Georgia. That's right.
I'm gonna be with Georgia fans. Yeah.
There you go. Smart man. Smart man. Well, hey, maybe tomorrow night you catch the live stream, and I'll talk some smack about the Auburn game.
There you go. All right.
Heck yeah. But all right, we'll see y'all.
All right, take it easy.
See you, dude.
Hey, Nikki, you want this?
Me?
No, Nikki, not you, Caleb. You're a guy. I got 2 of them. You want me to send you one, Nikki? It's the throne room with Joffrey. Is it, what do they call it? McFarlane? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, McFarlane Toys.
McFarlane Toys.
Mhm.
Cool.
It's
the
I don't know,
Iron
Nick-
Throne.
It's the fucking throne room. It's McFarlane Toys.
No, it's like it's almost kind of like a 3D puzzle type thing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's like a 3D. Yeah. I don't know. I just bought it. It's Game of Thrones. It's free. Just take it.
No, it's nothing like a Lego, I can tell you that.
I'm not a big Lego guy, but I did get this Luke thing. I'm so Graber.
I'm so sorry you're not a Lego guy.
Oh, that's cool.
So he
I
gave
got a
me
new Monopoly game this week.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, this guy opened up a collectible store close by, and I went in there and started negotiating with him for everything he didn't have the boxes for. Nikki, just take it. You don't have to open it up. Maybe it'll be worth more money like in a year. You don't have a closet to put it in?
Anyway, guys, I do have a homecoming tomorrow. Ugh.
Yeah, I got to head out myself here.
Yeah,
So,
I think
anyway, you guys
that's
take
good.
it easy, and I'll see most of you guys on Monday evening.
Yep.
and
Yes, ma'am.
whatnot. I'll be around.
Sounds good.
All right.
Love you
Bye,
guys.
Donna.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Bye.
All right. Take it easy, folks. I'm cutting out as well.
Rogue. Have
Yeah,
a
I
good
think
weekend.
Yep.
hang on, I'm eating something.
Well, it doesn't really matter. You're not on camera, Caleb, so you can.
Well, yeah, but I
He's got his
didn't
mouth
want
full.
to chew into my mic. I think we're gonna call it here. It's been
Okay.
3 hours and 40 minutes.
You've been going for damn.
It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, it's 11:18.
When I saw that you were
all
on,
right.
I was like,
Take
"Did
it
you
easy,
take
Nikki.
over?"
Thank you.
See you, Rogue Shard. See you, Bobby.
dude.
All right. Have a good night, folks, and I'll catch you all, John, on your stream on Monday.
All right, sounds
Absolutely.
good.
All right. See ya.
What were you saying?
When I first saw your stream, Caleb, I was like, "Did Graber quit?" And now, you're doing it, and he's just kind of jumping on.
No,
Can
he
we-
was
Can we talk
busy
John
with
into
me.
staying?
No,
He
I
was
was.
busy.
I got to be gone next week, so I'm trying to keep up on everything. I'm trying to finish a diorama before I go, and tomorrow I got to spend all day mowing. So
Man, I'll tell you, the episode 4 of Ahsoka and episode 5 where it's Anakin,
mm-hmm.
it is going to be very interesting to see, do they get a rating spike on the Nielsen's? Because if they don't, they're fucked.
No, I won't, Nikki. I'm being freaking indie. Not happy about this at all.
All right. On that note, everyone, thank you so much. Thank you,
sir.
everyone, for coming by. Hope everyone has a great weekend.
Thanks,
Adios.
Caleb.
You too.